Welcome back, everyone. Wow, what a week. Holy cow. Ooh, we got a big stream planned for today. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday or Saturday, depending on where in the world you live. Happy weekend. It's it's been a long week, I'm not gonna lie. We've been doing so much. Oh, but we have so much to talk about. All right, let's I got some DMs here that are looking crazy. That's an old DM. New stuff keeps coming in the door. Welcome everybody to the chat. How are you all doing? We have a lot to discuss and talk about. We are currently on 0.37.4, our fourth hotfix, which, you know, it is exciting because they're, you know, BeamNG's making changes, making moves, but at the same time, every hotfix is just as, we'll call it, potent to the RLS crew overhaul as far as us requiring to fix some things on our end and update on our end. So we see those and kind of tense up a little bit. Oh, maybe they changed. Maybe they made a big change, and we gotta make a big change. But first off, welcome StreetOS, first place, first comment of the night tonight on Reckless Racing. We're gonna have some. Hopefully, we're not gonna be too reckless. W80, welcome to the chat, and then Holas, welcome, good to see you. Says I hope Hiroshi Raceway in Utah comes to public. Well, I have unfortunate news for you that it's not coming out public today. However, I made a lot of work, actually a lot of ground on Hiroshi, so Hiroshi is going to be in the live streams here very soon. Welcome everybody, Draven, good to see you. McGrory, Jace, how would I say that? Proj Plays, welcome. Camaro Cars, good to see you. Jace, everyone's just chatting up, everyone's excited. Benjamin, good to see you. Got a good one today. Blackhawk, another stream. Yes, another stream. Good to see you. Darkside, good to see you. Oh man, all these familiar faces. So good to see you guys. Welcome, Motto. Let's see what we got. Show me what you got. Shout out to you if you know where that's from. Bushki. Good to see you. It's a cool little emblem you got there. Crawl Space. Sick game. I love this game. I bet you do, Crawl Space. I love it too. Oh man. OEM, Bella, Edel, the gang's all here. McNuggets, Calamity. So it's just me in the voice chat today. Man, everyone's okay now. Calamity, you got Adam, Loney. We already talked about Edel, Gerald, Mohammed. Inevitable. Why can I say that? Inevitable Gaming. Good to see you. Sorry, English is still my first language. Sniper Rifle, Proach Plays, Legends. Anyone else sitting on the toilet right now? I'm not, but maybe, you know, I bet there's somebody in this chat that is. I can't remember who it was, but somebody likes to share their toilet experiences. I normally don't talk about them. Draven, I want to know why I'm always making dinner during the Friday live streams. I don't know, but isn't that the best feeling? You're just cooking, dicing it up, whatever you're cooking, you know, just vibing, and then a live stream comes on, some good background noise. What are you cooking for dinner? I recently got a big grill, and I don't even know what I made last. It was okay, so hear me out. We're getting low on food, and so we're like using the last little bits of like, why do we have this? What can go well with this? So we had sausage and zucchini and squash and hash browns. That was our meal like 2 days ago or something like that. And we're just eating the leftovers of it. Got this big nice griddle. It's super fun. Okay, so let's talk about today's live stream. We're just sitting here on the main menu. It's for a reason. We have actually, I told Shift to have the wrong information. We don't have 4 things to talk about today. We have 5 things to go over. I threw in a last minute Hail Mary pass on an update and it worked out. I think it's going to work out for you guys too. So we have 5 things to talk about. We're going to, at some point, do we want to start there? We got a couple things we got to do. One of them is qualify for the Formula Drift RP, which is, let's see, qualifying is supposed to start around now, and then the main event is tomorrow evening. And so if you don't know what that is our Formula Drift RP, it's basically Formula Drift, but in BeamNG, a little multiplayer event that we run. We are going on to round 5, I think, and so it should be a good one. I appreciate it, Gerald, to treat yourself right, $1.99. Appreciate that. Maybe I will. I actually did pre-treat myself. I just finished... I guess my one break today was running outside and quickly changing a spark plug on my truck, because the truck's been running on like, well, I think 7 cylinders. I think at least 7 cylinders, maybe 6. It's just been running really rough, and I don't really drive it, and so I was like, you know what? It's a nice day. My wife is out there working on a car. Let me go out there too and just tinker with some things, and got it running right. And went to the dollar store. Yeah, I got myself a soda, some candy. It's pretty good. Figuring out dinner each night is always a pain. It sure is. Let's go ahead and jump into Pepper Valley. I don't even have it activated right now. So we're going to go to FDRP, and I can show you guys the track that we'll be running on. That's Parker, not Pepper. I don't know why I wrote that. Maybe we'll talk about that in a second, actually. Pepper Valley. You know what? Let's go to the Pepper Valley release version, because we are releasing basically everything we have in Pepper Valley up to date. So it occurred to me one of these nights that I was trying to go to sleep, I realized, you know what? I think Pepper Valley broke a long time ago, and I don't think I ever went back in and fixed it. I think the textures kind of got all messed up and whatnot. Oh, sorry, at the gas station. And I thought, man, I don't think I actually went back and fixed it. I fixed it for the beta, but I don't think I went for public release with it. And so I checked on the BeamNG repository, like I just searched in game, and it didn't show up. I was shocked. And so then I went into the webpage, and it was still there, thankfully. And so, yeah, I think it's time to update Pepper Valley. I think everything we've been working on, it's out for free. In fact, let me hit the free button now. So I just submitted it today, I think. I think it was today. It might have been last night. We submitted Pepper Valley 2.0 to the BeamNG repository, so it is in queue to get reviewed and updated. But I'm going to go ahead and also publish it for free in the Patreon. So if you visit the Patreon page, you might want to stay there for a little while tonight, because there's a lot of things coming to it tonight. So there we go. Publish that. You guys can download exactly what we're looking at here on this map. All right, let's see. Also, I want to know. Okay, so Draven says it's for me and my youngest brothers, and it's craft dinner. Okay, so is that like mac and cheese? Is that what we're doing? My son loves some Kraft mac and cheese. I try to do, I feel like I'm trying to get away from the fake foods, you know what I mean? But Kraft mac and cheese is a good one. Go ahead and change this here. We gotta turn off the default ignition state. I was doing a video and I had to have it on. Okay, and then we gotta fix our UI. So here's the other thing. This is my goal today. We're gonna take this nice and slow. We're gonna enjoy this. This is a big stream. I didn't really kind of realize it until I started it, but this is a huge stream. And we're gonna just enjoy it. No need to rush through all the content. We got some things to do after the stream, but we're not gonna rush into anything. We're just gonna enjoy. We're here now in the present. Adam says he loves hash browns. Yeah, hash browns are good. Unfortunately, mine didn't get very crispy. So what is Pepper Valley? Pepper Valley is a track or a map. Kind of my first bit of like, you know what? I'm gonna mod. And it was making this road here. So I decided, you know what, Johnson Valley, it needs a big road for trucking, just like the old Rigs of Rods days. And so I added a big long road that stretches across the map, all the way around it. That was step one. Step two was this track here that I built. It has a pretty cool timer system, if it even still works, to be honest. Hopefully it still works. So this is the very, very early rendition of free roam events, very beginning. So archaic it still works. You pull up, the lights turn yellow and then green when it's time to go, and it starts a timer. You do the off-road track, and then you finish, and you get a time. So this track was something that was actually, I always, when I go to sleep, I think of like dreams, per se. Like I just kind of start dreaming, but like not sleeping. Almost like daydreaming. I just start thinking, right? And I don't know why, for years and years in my youth, I would dream up this track and just do little races in my mind on this track. And I thought, you know what? I built a road. Let me build a track. And that was what I built. So this is pretty similar to what I had in my mind back in the day. It was like a quick start that was kind of loose into a really muddy section that you could, if you were fast enough, had a cool enough, strong enough truck, you can jump into the mud kind of thing. Then back over into some whoops that were pretty challenging. And then a big sandy hill dune kind of thing you had to try to get up, and then over to the finish. So that was kind of stage two. And then I realized, you know what? I want to get serious about map making. I want to get serious about modding. My engine oil is low. I don't know what happened there. And I gave myself 1 month to go ahead and do as much as I can. Gave myself a deadline, made myself a schedule. Every day after work, I would come home and work on the map. And I just kind of added spot by spot. So here we have a garage here from Utah that we added. Pretty much exactly from Utah. little bit different interior, I guess. We don't have so much clutter. Gas station, of course, too. This map was really just focused on being kind of pretty. Oh, there's the I forgot the Salt Lake or Salt Flats area. This has a custom trigger system that as you go, there's three segments. The final segment is 3 miles long. So as you go through these traps, it'll spit out your time, and so you can kind of role play top speed runs and whatnot. And then we'll talk about that in a second. Added an airport. An airport that also had doubled as a drag strip. These lights, oh, my camera's going crazy. These lights work as well. I don't know why it's stuck as green, probably because it's old code and it's still green from the other track. Yeah, added just a little track, little drift area around the track, little parking lot, little autocross. Also has its own timer system, and that was all like a 1-month project. And I learned a lot. It was a lot of fun. And then I put it away. I released it, walked away. And the updates took its toll on it. I did make it as standalone as possible, so textures wouldn't break. Of course, there's some that did break still, and those have been fixed. That was version 1, and that's what you guys have seen up until this point. Now, what you haven't seen, unless you've been watching a lot of live streams, is all these tracks that we added. This is Formula Drift inspired, so we have our first entry area, a little donut area. Turn left here. Now you're at Long Beach FD track, along with the Rallycross track right next door. We have the Atlanta track, which I don't think anybody knows. I completely redid this about 2 weeks ago because we are running kind of a reverse order or a mismatch, a random order of the tracks this year. We fell behind during the FDRP season, and we normally like to run our FDRP events alongside Formula Drift events. However, we are doubling back to round 2 because we skipped round 2 to try to catch up. So this is going to be round 2 Atlanta, completely redone with really accurate LiDAR mesh data thanks to Badman. Badman's helped a lot with polishes here and there and just really smoothing things out, taking it from maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10 to a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Then we have Orlando here, Orlando FD track / just an oval track if you want to do oval stuff. Right next door, Englishtown Formula Drift track, super great. The Rallycross track off to the side here, which has some really big jumps. Here's one of the jumps. Really fast straight, so that's a fun time. And then followed by St. Louis Formula Drift track. Love it. That was a fun event. In Seattle, which turned out to be massive. I don't know if I got the scaling exactly right. We ended up keeping this little motocross area. I never finished it or really did much with it. It was in the LiDAR for that year, so if you were in Seattle back in 2018 and you did this infield motocross thing that's no longer there, we got it back. Maybe I'll make somebody's memories. Then not finally, but another track is Utah. This was our last event here, our Utah FD track. It's a great event. It was really challenging in that you had to be perfect, and if you weren't perfect, it showed. All these are connected by roads, of course, and then finally Irwindale, which this year was completely demolished, torn down, never to be had again. Luckily, we got the information from it and created our own layout for it. So, I don't know. This is kind of sentimental to me because this for sure no longer exists, and this existed for 20 years. FD for 20 straight years. I think one of the longest running tracks. And then a big, nice Le Mans straight all the way back. The original goal here was it to be kind of one big racetrack that cut through a bunch of other smaller racetracks that, just a racer's paradise kind of thing, mainly focused on drifting. And it's not fully done, but it's pretty much there, and it's good enough for, I think, us to release it and go ahead and put it into public. No sense in waiting longer. There's some things that could be touched up, but that was a mouthful. So much for going slow, right? Let's see. Oh, Tristan's in the chat. Welcome. I might have missed some chats here. Oh, I missed so many chats. Here, let me try to drive or talk and drive, but let's get something else out. I think we have to get the limo out, right? It's only been 4 days since 037 dropped, which absolutely blows my mind. Only 4 days. Tristan and I were talking. This has been the longest week, I think, of our lives. I don't know why. We were doing so much work. All right. Let's maybe drive over to the other side in our nice presidential limo here. Ooh, a lot of suspension travel, very nice. The wife that works on cars, lucky man. Yeah, so I mean, she doesn't like do a lot of mechanic work, but she's always willing to learn, and she has worked on her own car and stuff, and she does a great job. Free Galaxy, good to see you. Welcome. Do you do BeamNG rally or go-karting? We do rally events actually. Mostly do rallycross, but we've done a couple rallies. I think have another one in the works. I think the team's working on another somewhere. River Valley is a free roam map, not career compatible. Thank you, Tristan, for making that that clarification. This is not career mode compatible. One day it will be. I'll go out and say it. Everyone always asks for it and wants it to be. It was never meant to be. I never intended it to be. But I think it's getting to the point where it has enough stuff to really be impactful on career. Well, just downloaded it. Nice, Jace. Welcome. Good. Hope you enjoy it. 037 messed up all my settings. Yeah. And I totally forgot to back up my 36 folder. I didn't think about it, taking everything out. So I had to redo a lot of my settings too. Also, Joe, you might want to look into your Joe's Junk, because that is also not on the BeamNG repository anymore. It might need an update to be more compatible. I don't know exactly how that system works, but I think they somehow know when things are breaking and they take it down, which I think is the best play. I think this is good. I don't want something out there that's broken. Could you do BeamNG? Yeah, we're going to BeamNG here in just a second. Career Overhaul is not in BeamNG. It's not multiplayer compatible. Maybe one day. We'll see. Here's the front gates of the tracks here. I love driving a limo. I didn't realize how much I wanted to drive a limo. I need to cook by a long shot. I'm more auto mechanic. Nice. Kind of the same. They both use oil, right? See you streaming, so I ordered some Taco Bell to watch and eat. Nice. I have not had Taco Bell in, gosh, maybe 5 years? It's been a long time. It's one of those things, like, I miss it, but I know if I have it again, it won't be nearly as good. It'll make me sad. Here's Long Beach, one of the first tracks we made. It needs to get redone again. Badman and I were talking. There's a lot of tracks that, looking back, we could do better, and so I think we might end up working on it together and trying to do better. There's a lot of really good LiDAR stuff. Technology's changing. We want to update the map with it. Downloading right now. Awesome, Stormtrooper. I'd streamed mussels. Oh, you had steamed mussels, au gratin potatoes, and corn for dinner. Dang, Blackhawk. You fancy, huh? I'm not much of a seafood person, but that sounds really good. Although wasn't a lot of color in that dinner, huh? All tan and orange. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but sometimes I throw a little garnish on top and it makes it feel fancier. Oh, we're not gonna make that. I'm glad you guys like the map. I'm just scrolling down to that. Yeah, this was the precursors to the FREs. Remember that, Tristan? I was like, hey, I'm trying to do this thing. Yeah, we could totally do that. A couple hours later, you whipped it up, we did it, and then, yeah, that was even before. I think it was before we thought of doing it in career mode. Only maxed out 320 miles an hour on those flats in a drift car? Yeah, for real. Whoa, my chat just jumped. That far behind? Okay. Alright, we're just going to catch back up at the bottom. Drift limo when? I don't know. Here's the thing, like, it's fun. I get it. I've just done it so much. It doesn't feel good. I don't know if I want to build one right now because I'm about to do my qualifying run on this track. I don't want to mess myself up. I will say I'm not prepared. We'll talk about it more when we load in. Let's see. Need to see a limo swing more of these tracks. Yeah, we might do like maybe a limo event. Would that be better? Just like get like a bunch of people and do a limo drift event. I think that'd be fun. I think the FTRP guys, they need a break from the hardcore competition stuff. We need to get back to having some fun. When is career beta going live? Man, I was waiting for that message. I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. This is me trying to say, you know what? We're gonna go nice and slow. We're going to take our time through all these announcements. No need to rush. I've been running 1,000,000 miles an hour since 037, kind of since before it. Kind of for the last few months. But I want to really take this time and enjoy the conversation. Just hang out. So we're going to get to that. We're going to talk about that. Sorry if this gets asked a lot, but I've taken a break for a while, and is Joe's Junk no longer part of the collection? Great question. A lot of people are asking this. So, Joe's Junk was moved out of the collection to be standalone. Joe has his own Joe's Junk mod uploaded to BeamNG repository. However, it's not showing up in the current BeamNG mod repo because I think it needs an update. I really don't know why, to be honest. That's something Joe's gonna have to look into. But you still can look. You still can find it if you Google Joe's Junk and BeamNG. Maybe start with BeamNG Joe's Junk, depending on what pops up. It'll take you to the webpage. You can download it straight from there, put it in your mods folder. And all the career stuff is still there for it. So as soon as you do that, the dealership will show up. Everything's going to be looking just right. We just wanted it so that way Joe can make whatever updates whenever he wants and keep that mod alive and not have to wait for us to do our betas and free releases and all that fun stuff. Pepper Valley looks so good in the sunrise. Honestly, time of day makes such a big difference in maps. If you notice, all the maps we work on, I always adjust the time of day just because it needs some shadows, right? It needs to look good. The lighting at this time of day is just gorgeous. Utah was really hard to find a good lighting day. That's why most of the map is actually kind of in the dark because there's so much shadow. Yes, limo event, and the only rule is it has to be a limo body. See what people bring. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I want it to be a little bit more open. All right. Can't wait to make a junk limo and make this bad boy fold itself in two. Oh gosh, Joe, please don't weaken any frames. I love your mods, but your weakened frames make it so tough. But that would be pretty funny. And I can see you doing it. Don't take my feedback as textbook, right? Do what you want to do with your mod. But I can already tell you're gonna do it. Oh man. I'm qualifying in the middle, so I got some time. Appreciate Shift Tab. Shift Tab's gonna let us know when it's time for us to qualify. Then we'll hop into the server. That way we don't just spend a bunch of time waiting and talk about things. Yeah, I could be wrong, but looking at what Tristan in Discord server, what gives me that idea? What idea? I must have missed it. Okay, so Joe says version 3.5 is broken right now due to 37. We're replacing some textures and 3D models. I'll fix it as soon as possible. The fix will be on the repo. Heck yeah. Appreciate it, Joe. Maybe 15 minutes or so. Okay, so maybe about 10 minutes we'll hop in the server. We'll see what they're doing. They should be running. Shift Tab, let us know when they're running cars. We'll hop in. The race shift crew is here now. That's a funny word, yeah. It's and we got a lot to talk about. So yeah, Pepper Valley coming free. Maybe one more thing we can talk about is another mod that is coming free, public release today. And that's gonna be an updated collection. So this was the actually, you know, I'm not using my little things. Hold on. Boom. There we go. We're kind of talking about Pepper Valley right now. So, the updated collection. So obviously the collection had some issues when 037 dropped. It makes total sense. It's a collection of 250 plus mods. Some of them are bound to break. And honestly, this update wasn't too bad from what I can tell so far. The biggest loss that we've had is the Gamers Parts. That's one of my favorite mods. The Gamers Parts no longer works, and so you will need to... well, I removed it for now. We'll update another collection as soon as it gets updated for sure, because I always use that. It's my favorite. One of my favorites. One of my many favorites. And so, other than that, there's a few others that I don't think were huge changes. I took out the weather mod because it used to be that you just activate it on your own, but then it was switched to automatically updating or automatically turning on, which... I see why they did it, and honestly, that's what I first wanted, but then after I had it, and then I was kind of forced to play with it every single time unless I turned it off, and then it wouldn't be the right time of day, and the weather would be weird, I just took it out. I think there's a lot of people complaining about it too. The worst part is the Windows, which is not the mod author's fault at all, that's just BeamNG's system at the current state. When you have particle effects like rain and stuff, it just breaks the windows. And I've heard that's actually a Vulkan issue, and you don't get that on the non-Vulkan version. But regardless, that was removed. And then we also removed the capsule bus. I think it still works, but I really don't like seeing so many capsule buses in my traffic. And the way it's designed is they did it correctly. They made like a simple traffic folder and made like designated simple traffic vehicles. However, there's no way to disable that without disabling the mod. And so I took it out. If you still want to use the capsule, you still can. All the hard coding that we had to do to get Taxi to work with the buses still works. We just took it out of the collection. And then, of course, there were some additions added throughout the last couple weeks and before 37. I think like the Windsor, I don't think that was in the last collection. And then, oh my gosh, do we have it on right now? We don't. EK's Skybox mod might be one of my new favorite mods. Let me go ahead and find it real quick. The Skybox. All right, so CK Dynamic Skybox and additional presets or whatever's. I don't know if this will work because we just enabled it. We'll give it a shot. So this Dynamic Skybox just changes the overall look. You've seen it probably in some of my videos. I've talked about it a lot. It is gorgeous. Let me go ahead and hit it. So you hit the button here. It's the, what is that, / / one of those. And you load in your preset sky that you want. So my favorite is medium cloudy. Watch this, ready? Look at that. Is that not gorgeous or what? Now, of course, it changes the time of day as well. Go ahead and do maybe light clouds. A little less cloudy. Nice blue skies. Maybe we'll do some partly cloudies. Maybe we want evening sky. Whew. It's so good. Changes the reflection of the cars, I think, as well. I don't know. Oh, that's just more information. Yeah, so definitely play with this. This is a lot of fun. Some overcast. Ooh, look at that car. I just think it looks so much better. It feels so, every time you click a new preset, the game just gets another freshness. You know what I mean? So I love this mod. That has been included in the collection as well. FD is starting. Okay. So we'll join there in just a second. I want to catch up on some chats. I'm sure I missed some. Joe's junk traffic cars. I would like to see that. No, I don't want to see that. We can't have. No, that'd be so bad. Maybe do a second mod, Joe. That's the Joe's junk traffic cars. Do it as a separate mod. That would be a lot better. Is RLS out for public yet? We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Let's see. Anyone asked yet if the career mod comes to this map? Has he answered that? Yeah. So we did talk about how career is not in Pepper Valley at the moment. It will come to it at some point. It's just been really on the back burner, and there's a few things we need to figure out before we really do that. But definitely, it's on the list. It's in the dugout. I can't tell you if it's on the if it's in the batter's box or not. That's some baseball terminology, meaning it's coming up next. But it is definitely thought of, and we're working towards that direction. Let's go ahead and jump into the server if they're already starting to drift. Let's see. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. Let me swap over. It might crash the first time too. Let me go ahead and release the collection. This is also in the Patreon. And just so you know as well, this not only updates the regular collection that we use, but it also updates, we have an update to the non-repo collection, which is all the paid mods that we've been allowed to share for free in the collection exclusively through us. And so you can get that through that as well. Both links will be at the bottom of that collection page, version 4.1. Go and publish that. And we'll talk more about that if there's more questions, but we will be right back, hopefully in less than 5 minutes. All right, we are back. Someone asked the question, how is the skybox on FPS? I notice zero difference. I've heard some people say that they get better FPS. That's really asking for a lot of miracles, but I've seen no difference at all. So I think you're gonna find a free new look as far as performance. Justin Rez, welcome to the chat. Sad boy skybox. Yeah, that was kind of a sad boy skybox, wasn't it? We got 14 people in server. It's like Nexodus here is running. BX. Now again, 37 just updated. We some of our wheels, while they are there, they aren't really there. And honestly, I think that's like for him, he's probably seeing it, right? It's just a kind of person by person basis. So that's going to take some time to kind of sort out. Still have to figure out all the MP server mods and fix all those. Let's go ahead and do let's do a cinematic camera here. Fix that. Having some weird tire spinning issues, but it's all right. Welcome to 037. The engine sticking out of the hood. So much clipping, but I think that is a new livery by Nexodus. I believe he was working on getting his livery in the system, and that might be it, so very cool. Many games is saying he is not a frequent, or he is a frequent user of the Skybox, and no, it does not do any frame issues. Nice. I should probably have UI on in case there's chat that I need to see. I will clean up my UI a little bit. I don't know why that car's just ready to go. It's ready to launch, isn't it? Get rid of that. Oh, I wanted to keep the pedals actually. Pedals. Pedals. There we go. Alright, we'll wait for him to take off. We got Fatty here. Got some seat texture loading. Sure they'll get started here soon. Let me check this real quick. What is this? Huh. Very nice. Okay, cool. What's up with the wheels? Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at these wheels, though. In fact, Fatty's skin isn't in the game right now. Must be the same thing, loading textures. Maybe we can load in... Try this. Actually, there's a trick to this. Let's see. Go ahead and... If we just change his paint and hit apply. It should refresh it. There it is. Nice. Let's see. Can't wait to be on a PC again after 3 weeks of agony, and I'll be driving the Araria for a nice while. Very cool. Oh yeah, the Araria. That's a pretty good one. All right, Nexodus is running. Big e-brake pull. Misses outer zone 1. Storming up the hill. Big angle. Looking really settled. Filling out the rest of the inner clips there. Really, Nexodus is known for his consistent line and consistent angle. You don't see him jolting around a lot, not making a lot of corrections. Phenomenal lead driver, phenomenal chase driver. Honestly, it's only a matter of time until he gets his win. I thought it was going to be the last round, to be honest. Okay, then we have Fatty Tatty up to the line. That's a funny horn. Oh yeah, and Draven, you mentioned you help your mom with cooking dinner. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Should always be helping out around the house. And honestly, when you move out on your own, you know, that's all those skills go with you. Learn what you can. Spawn car on deck. Is that me? I spawn car on deck? Are you sure? I'm gonna get in trouble for this, aren't I? I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I'm just doing what I'm told. Okay, alright. Multiple people were telling me. Good, good, good. So I'll be honest. I made a lot of changes to my car. It's not a new car, but like it is a new shell. Everything's just different. It doesn't look different, but it really is. In fact, I think I gained at least 300 kilograms, maybe. I'm running 325s on the back now. This thing weighs a ton. Actually, technically, it weighs almost 2 tons. It's about 4,000 pounds, or just shy of it. Completely new engine setup. It's still the HMT turbos and intake, but a pure racing block, I think, or maybe I changed out of that. I don't know. A complete rework of the car and very little testing. So just keep that in mind when we do our qualifying, is I don't have a lot of laps on this car. I'm not super confident in it. And when we do our run, we are going to try to just get through the run. I don't want to have to come back and qualify for a second run. That's the goal. So right now, the multiplayer server is privated. If you are interested in joining, feel free to join the Discord, reach out, and we'll get you into the events and make sure you get a license and all that fun stuff. Then after this, we're going to resume the stream about all of the updates and releases. Oh, so much to talk about. So exciting. It's like we're waiting on judges to let Fatty Tatty go through. In fact, I don't think we have a score yet. Oh no, Nugget got a 40. Wait, okay, so Nugget got a 40. I guess Nugget already ran. We're still waiting on a score for Nexodus. That was a really good run, minus the first, just the first missing inner clip. He really salvaged that well. Watch your speed when it's your turn. Yeah. Yeah, it's really easy to overcook this track. Are any of y'all on steering wheel? Some of us are. I'm not. Yeah, a lot of people, even if they run steering wheels on other games, they will go controller just because force feedback is a little wonky at the moment. Next is with 75 points. Okay. Let's watch Fatty Tatty here from his point of view. I'm getting nervous sitting on deck. Good initiation. Big angle. Drops one tire on the inner clip. It's not too bad. Drops a tire over the line. Not terrible. Fills out all of outer zone 1 there. Into outer zone 2. Looking great. Inner clip 1 hits it. And inner clip, well, I guess it's actually 3. Hits that as well. I mean, he hits everything. He drops a tire here and there, but honestly, fantastic run. I would love to chase that. I think that's going to be a pretty good score. Good stuff. All right. Here we go. Up to the line. Go and spray our nitrous. Well done, Tatty. That was a great run. All right. I'll just wait here at the line. Did our nitrous not engage? Is our nitrous broken? Okay, that was weird. That was a good catch. We almost ran without nitrous. That would be bad. Up to line, watch chat. Okay. Appreciate you, OEM. I'm nervous, but here we go. Wonder what Fatty got. We don't know yet. Alright, our goal, again, just not to get a 0. Just no 0. That's the goal. Oh. Man. Got some fat tires on the back. We're making about 1,000 horsepower too to try to spin these. A lot more optimization needs to be done for this car, but I think if I dial this one in, it's going to feel like my old Bastion from earlier in the year. That thing, oh my gosh. I'd feel confident on every single track we do if I ran that car. I might switch to it, I don't know. Every race, I'm always tempted. Even the races I win, I'm like, oh man, but that Bastion was so fun. I'm just going to focus on breathing. Relax. We got fun live stream after this. No sweat. I'm going to let you guys decide. If we have to run again, you guys decide if we stick around to qualify at the end of everybody's qualifying or if we just kind of move ahead with the schedule. I'm okay with zeroing out if that happens. If that happens. You're going to play career today, but you got a throat rash? What is that? That sounds awful. Sorry to hear that. 82 points. Nice, Fatty. Do I go? Do I go now? They said ready. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna double check. I'd rather them yell at me twice than yell at me once, I guess. Clear to send. Alright. Here we go. going off. We're going off. Oh, that's too many off. All right, let us know. Are we sticking around for qualifying? We're going to do our second run. Yeah, that's going to be incomplete, unfortunately. It is so hard to shave off speed, especially in this car. In fact, before the next run, I already know the changes I want to make. We got to lower our... These actually didn't save, I don't think. Just bump down our dampening a little bit. Soften up the rear. A little less pressure, just a hair. And then I think we're ready to clear out. Despawn, okay. Remove current. Alright, so chat. What are we doing? Second run? Everyone's saying do a second run. Okay, we'll stick around. Your diff tuned? You know what? We should probably open up that D cell, huh? Might be too tight. Welcome to the sand pit. Yeah, did you already run, Badman? Is that where you went? All the cargo boxes. Yeah, we added some weight in the back. You're right, SheetOS, that is a thing. Go ahead and see McGrory here. Made a bunch of changes to his car, chopped off the roof. I think he added a new engine as well. He's running a 4-cylinder, or no, 6-cylinder instead of his usual giant V8. Making it work for him. Ooh, big correction, but he stays on track. Looking pretty good. Into inner clip there. Another inner clip. Not dropping a tire. He doesn't look super comfortable, but he is... I mean, the car looks like it's behaving just as he's intending it to, so... Well done, McGrory. I'm sure this is going to be a great run. This is actually good practice because tomorrow we have a super exciting opportunity. We are going to be... How do I say this? We are going to help co-host or help announce the ESDA Round 4 final round of their drift competition. So ESDA, if you don't know, they are an esports drift association drift, I guess, organization event for Assetto Corsa. And so we will be helping to announce there. Super excited for the opportunity. It's going to be a drift weekend through and through. That's going to be all day tomorrow. And then finally, hopefully it ends on time because then I got to run over and compete in our own FDRP event. So looking forward to it. RK asks, what does the fuel injector do in the race tab mod? So the fuel injector does a couple of things. Right now on servers, it has the old version, but the new version is Lua based and works on every single motor, every kind of car. And effectively, there's an E85, a methanol, and a nitromethane that tries to simulate what those real fuels would do. So E85 adds some horsepower, affects efficiency a little bit. Methanol adds even more horsepower, affects even more efficiency, and also it should take care of cooling. I think there might be a bug, so it doesn't always work that way. But the intent there is to you essentially make it to where you don't have to run a radiator. And then nitromethane is kind of methanol, but even more, right? So it adds even more horsepower and even more fuel economy, which to see your fuel tank drain that fast is crazy, but meant for drag cars and whatnot. Additionally, it comes with a tunability adjuster where you can kind of adjust the duty cycle of it. So maybe you don't want to run the full E85, I guess, injection system. You want to dial it back a bit, you can. So that's basically what it is. Where do you find the BMP server? So we have tons of BMP servers out right now. And you know what? While we're talking about that, we have some news about that. However, this event that we are currently on is on a private server. All these racers are locked in. I assume we got a 0. I'm sure we got a 0. We should probably just double check. Yeah, yep, 0. Okay. So this is OEM running. Again, missing wheels. My immersion. Bear with us. Very spicy launch. Okay, into the outer zone. Pretty deep. Kind of offline, but he's making it work. Really shallow and really offline and into the sand. Ah, been there. Join the club. We're going to have a lot of reruns. Now, currently we are in the championship chase. We still have like 3 or 4 more rounds after this. However, we are sitting in 2nd place for the race championship, right behind Shift Tab. So I'm not too worried about points. I'm more worried about getting a good finish, and qualifying well will help you get a good finish, because just you don't want to go against the #1 champion or the top person right at the beginning and lose then. You'd rather lose a little later if you're going to lose. Those are just airless tires, we understand. There you go. Yeah, it's a new tire. You'll see them soon. It's very future, that's all. Alright, we got Shift Tab up to the line. Jab to Shift Tab. Normally we'll run, what do you call them? Shoot, what are they called? The people that, spotter. We'll spot for each other during events. So this rim issue is definitely a me issue, because I've seen his rims before. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. We have the squirrel here. New drift delivery. Nice. Very nice. Very clean. So, who was the person that just ran? That was still OEM. This is Shift Tab Auto. They are all part of Team Neon, so this is the 3rd member of the Team Neon. Great friend of ours, editor. So our smoke mod looks a little funny too. Very controlled. This is why he is the points leader, everybody. Looking great. If you thought the thumbnail for this live stream looked good, this guy took that picture this morning. Actually, not even this morning, more like a couple hours ago. Great run, Shift Tab. That was, whew, that was solid. Are you guys gonna? Oh, Shift Tab. Jeez, brother. It wasn't that good. You can't just write the car off. We got comp tomorrow. Are you guys gonna add different fuel to the gas stations like E85? I've just been buying new fuel tanks when I run out. That's pretty funny. No, those different fuel types will not be added. Not at the current moment. We haven't looked into how that system really works. It probably could be possible, but not at the current moment. That would be fun though, like, where you have to like go to certain parts, but you could always just buy a fuel tank. Comes with a full tank of gas. You and Shift Tab are the people I watch for BeamNG. Oh, I appreciate it, Jace. Yep, we have see, I recorded a new episode that's gonna come out this weekend, I think. And we also did a what was it, a 2 or 3 part recording today. A really fun series we're going to start. Hopefully it comes out next week. We'll see. But definitely getting a lot of content down the pipeline. Can you join the public FD when you're done? I can't, because I will be streaming doing other stuff. But we'll be doing a lot of career stuff after this. In fact, I hope we get through this kind of quickly. Who's in the background there? Oh, Badman's running. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that goes. That squirrel here has nice rims. They're very good. This squirrel. Your handbrake didn't work, Shift Tab? Oh my goodness. Scary, scary. Love the way these per engines sound. The track really asks for a big flick because there's a big bump going down the straightaway. Probably get cleaned up for a future event, but for now you kind of have to dodge it. Okay, came out of that zone a little early. The outer zone 2 there fills that out nicely. Almost goes wide on inner clip. I don't know how judges are gonna feel about that. Did have to kind of choke up. Overall, car looks great, sounds great. Fantastic run. It looks like these guys really practiced. Well done. Time to change music? I think it is. We listen to. Let's go with this one. I love this playlist. Well done, Squirrel. That was a beautiful run. Alright, we have Badman with a brand new look. He's running a black and chrome car. Man, look at this thing. I like the purple. And I like the rim choice. Very clean. So Badman, again, he's the one that's helped a lot with Pepper Valley, as well as made tons of drift mods and is just a big influence on the drifting community, especially in FDRP. See how his run goes. Behind him is Spearly. I'm glad you like our videos, Jace. Just did a great video. That was so funny. Buys a car and instant rod knock. Hey, Talking Bath. Welcome. You're going to see a lot of your wheels in this video, that's for sure. If you guys want rims, wheels, all kinds of mods, check out the Talking Bath. He has a Patreon with amazing mods as well. I think the rumor is we're going to be changing tires for next season, and I think we're going to be running one of the tires, or maybe a couple of options of tires from the Talking Bath. Alright, here we go. Badman sending it down the hill. Big flick. Can he make it stick? Looks good, but he's going to go a little wide. Flicks it back just in time. Goes very deep into outer zone 1, but not too deep. Drops 1, 2. I don't know if it was 3. Oh, that's off. That is off. Yeah, that's tough. That was tough. You just wanted to drift again, didn't you, Badman? Badman says track sucks. It was your LiDAR data there, bud. That's funny. We got Spearly here. We should have somebody coming up behind him, unless that's already the end. I know I was qualifying mid-pack, so some cars went before me. Will the Yuri be released for free? We're going to talk about that. Stick around for later in the stream. We're still on Pepper Valley. Great question, though. Oh, race on deck? Oh, okay, we're going back again? Wait, is that old? I think it's now. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna do it anyways. Alright. Get out of this way. Go and watch them. That's okay. If we double zero, whatever. We're gonna have a fun time. It's really a giant K-Series heading down the track, going for kind of a straight approach. Wow, that's snappy. Holy cow. Oh, but too snappy. Into the sand where he will be stuck. Yeah, so fun fact, I don't know exactly how judges are going to handle that, but if drivers get stuck in that sand, they are, they're in trouble. It's I think they're gonna have to pull themselves out with node grabber maybe, or because a reset would be a comp timeout. So yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a quick adjustment here. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just doing something out of hope. Just hope this works, kind of thing. So OEM's gonna be running behind me. Alright, let's get a solid run here, huh? Warm up the tires a bit. Okay. I don't even know if we're running tire thermals, because I think that broke. I'm pretty sure we are not. Alright, last qualifying run. We're going to go back to our scheduled events. We're going to go a little more aggressive, but not too aggressive, you feel me? Now, if only I could have done that the first time, you know what I mean? That's why we don't just jump into mid-qualifying. We like jump in early, do some practice runs right before our run. That felt a lot better. Still some hiccups. I had to grab the e-brake there. I got scared. Felt like it was starting to float out, so I just want to settle the car. I'm still not like driving with pure instinct. really thinking about every input, and that's where it's kind of hard to, it's gonna be hard in a chase situation. Appreciate everybody. Thank you, OEM. Good luck on your run. We're gonna wait for our score. Actually, I guess we'll go ahead and despawn. They like it. They like us to get out of here. I like keeping the car around. I like the realism for that, you know what I mean? Kind of immersive, you know? You stick around for your score. But again, I don't know, maybe they changed something. I didn't make it a driver's meeting, obviously, so I don't even know what they were looking for. I know there was a lot of controversy about wings and stuff and speed, and I think they're making some adjustments to the maybe the judging and rules to that. And no tire thermals. It really is different without tire thermals. Wow, 95-point run? Jeez, if only I didn't double zero, huh? Holy cow. That was generous. I mean, it was a good run, but anyways. All right, we'll be right back. Let's go ahead and head to career mode. Actually, I don't even have to do the rear back screen. As long as you guys are okay with a black screen, we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate FDRP team and judges and all of that you guys do and allow us to run such an event. It's a great time. Really appreciate it. So stick around tomorrow. We will be doing the FDRP event. And again, I will be on ESDA's channel doing some announcer broadcasting. I'm gonna have to make sure my voice is good. I'm gonna have to get some sleep so I can say the right words. Looking forward to it. Okay, so let's just wrap up the career collection. I'm gonna go ahead and enable the repo mod manager. If you guys haven't seen this, oh my goodness. It is, I think, one of my favorite mods. One of my favorite mods that Tristan's made. This is what Tristan came up with. There were some issues with the collection and issues where, well, you know, what if I am, let's say I'm a Patreon of Mio's mods, right? But I want to run the collection, but because I have, you know, the collection has a free version of the mod, but and you on your side have your paid version of the mod, it would conflict, right? Well, this aims to solve that issue and more. We just enabled the repo manager. If you go to the more screen, you'll have the repo manager here. And here you can create your own custom packs of mods and kind of divvy them up, dice them up, and enable and disable in groups in big packs. Now, if we go ahead and enable the collection, which you will have in your download link that is already out. Let's see, collection beta 4.1. Now, if we go to our repo manager, you're gonna have a drop down, the RLS Career Collection beta 4.1. Hit that drop down. Here is all the collection in its individual packs. You can choose which ones you want to enable. In this case, I'm going to enable them all. And now normally what happened, you can click on these one by one. What's going to happen is it's going to refresh after every single one. And then it does this little refresh of the screen. And then it brings you back. And you could do that one by one. You could try to click as many as you could as fast as you can. Or you can hit disable mod mounting and hit enable mod pack, and you just choose which ones you want enabled. I'm gonna go up here because I have my RLS career or RLS core stuff. So we'll go ahead and hit that. I think that's all we want. So then we can come up here, hit the button again, enable mod mounting, and it's going to enable all of them at the same time. There we go. And just like that, we now have 249 mods installed, enabled on the repository. Now this will pull directly from the repository, so it's super seamless. I am actually going to grab one more mod that I forgot to grab. And that is, where is it? Ah, here it is. Wait, no, here it is. Maybe, here it is. So like I said, there is a non-repo additional content mod for the collection, is the best way I could probably put that. This includes some amazing mods that are not found in the BeamNG repository, like the Talking Baths tire pack. There, I said it right, I didn't get it wrong. Now I do think I have 2 of those versions enabled, so let me see here. Standalone, that's what we need to get rid of. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete it out of my mod pack. How about that? Yeah, we're just gonna delete that. So it comes with mods like that, as well as some other cool mods. I'm going to restart my game just because I manually changed some files. Always when in doubt, restart your game, especially if you're live streaming to a bunch of people, right? You don't want to jump in and there's issues and have to figure that out. That's amazing being been needing a mod manager. Well, hey, Chris, that's also free. That's already free on the Patreon. There's a lot of free mods on my Patreon now, on our Patreon, on the team's Patreon. Okay, so that didn't affect anything. We're good there. So yeah, so should we jump into career? Let's jump into... Actually, Let's jump into free roam real quick. Okay. What map do we go to? Let's go to Pepper Valley. We're talking about Pepper Valley a lot. Go to the garage here. And we're going to talk about Race Tab. So let's do a little recap so we don't forget. Pepper Valley is out for free up to the current version that we have done. Again, take it with some grain of salt. There's more to be done to it, but I figured, you know what? This is a good stopping point. Let's get everybody on the same page for the track. Get it updated. So that is pending BeamNG repository review and free on the Patreon. So if you don't want to wait for it to show up on the BeamNG repository, you can get it from the Patreon, and or just wait. That works too. When you do get the BeamNG repository version, though, you're only going to want one of these. So make sure you remove that. Now, additionally, the career collection is free on Patreon that we are kind of showcasing at this moment. If you hit Control E to show up all these amazing vehicles, check this out. So many good vehicles. Now, not all of these may not work, right? I haven't had a time to test every single mod after the 37 update. So if you find issues, let us know, preferably in the Discord, but wherever, because we want to get this right. And the sooner we get this in a more stable position, the better. Again, it's only day 4, so give us some grace on that. So yeah, we have the collection here. And that also comes with, and is, well, in order to do that, you are required to have the repo mod manager, which is also free in the Patreon. It's not on the BeamNG repository yet. I don't know if we've submitted it yet. We may or may not have submitted it. No, I think we did. Yeah, no, we did. It is submitted to the BeamNG repository in review. After that, I will submit the collection in the BeamNG repository for review. However, I want to wait till the it's bigger mod that the repo mod manager gets in first. Okay. So Race Tab. If you search Race Tab, you're going to notice lots of configs. Only if you spell it right. There we go. Let's change our view type. Bear with me. This is still new. Expand configs always. There we go. Ignore this Legrand. Pretend you didn't change. You didn't see that. That's a huge spoiler. But anyways, you have tons of Race Tab parts. Actually, there's a lot of spoilers in there. We can't show this. No, we can't. Oh, we're showing it worse. Oh gosh. No. How do I unshow? Oh gosh. There we go. Oh, this looks so bad. Anyways, long story short, Race Tab is coming to public free release. It has been submitted to the BeamNG repository, and as such, it is also now on Patreon for free if you want to get it a little earlier. Hopefully, no issues come back. Sometimes they come back and say, "Hey, you need to change this," and we will obviously do that. But I don't know what I'm doing. I've messed this up. So yes, Race Tab is free on public Patreon. Let me actually submit that now. I know how to do that. There we go. And oh nope, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. That's also not the right one. This is the right one. Okay, publish. Probably should have double checked those, but I double checked earlier. We're probably fine. Okay, let me fix my thing. Leakless, yeah, for real. I mean, at least I'm only leaking my own stuff, right? That's better. Yeah, so if you go back and pause and zoom in, you'll probably see some stuff that is on the horizons or in the works. What am I looking for? The filters? No. Okay, so I want to see. I think I want to see medium. And I don't want to expand configs. That's what I was trying to fix. Complete clusters. Oh yeah, I don't like the recent. Okay, I don't like the recent. And filters reset on spawn. No. We want it on keep. Okay. I just obliterated that. Okay, cool. Well, long story short, Race Tab is out. Let's pull out one of my favorite cars, which is the Sunburst. And again, the biggest change on that is the Lua-based Race Tab injection system. It used to not be Lua-based. And so there's a lot of intermittent issues. It wouldn't work with certain engine blocks, things like that. It now works with all engines, all parts. Shift tab, what did we leak? No, I won't tell you. D. Columbius, welcome to the chat. I don't speak Portuguese, but you have been a very long time supporter, and I really appreciate it. I remember some of the very first videos. I think you were one of the earliest commenters, so I'll never forget your name, and you always said some of the nicest things. Really appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Can you believe it's been over a year? I know you know it's been over a year because you commented over a year ago. So good to see you. So here's an example of a Race Tab deal here. This adds new turbos and I think a new exhaust sound maybe. Oh, traction control killed me. There we go. It's just a nicely tuned config. It kind of went for a clean build here. But yeah, you can get lots of Race Tab goodies. That is now out public for free. Super exciting. I feel like I've shown it off a lot though, so we're not going to spend too much time on it. But yeah. Race Tab, everybody. I'm trying to think, is there any new... No, there wasn't any new configs, just that polish and the Lua stuff, so yeah. There you go. Shift Tab knows Portuguese, or Portuguese. That probably made it worse. Favorite mod? I appreciate that. It's been a fun... Race Tab was always that mod that's like, hey, I have some spare time, I want to eat something, I don't want to think too hard, let me make a mod, or I want to, you know, I wish the Sunburst was a little faster, we need some more engine parts, let me make them real quick, kind of thing. This one is really quick. It's really optimized, especially for just shy of 500 horsepower. And 500 is a lot, but I mean, it handles it well. Has a shortened final drive, I believe. I just think it's a good looking car. Oh wait, skybox, everybody. Let's see, let's go for morning? No, let's go partly cloudy. Gosh, look at that. Oh, it's a whole new game. Welcome to GT BeamNG. I love it. Absolutely love it. And again, no frame loss. Okay, so we talked about Race Tab. We're scooting along now. We're picking up the pace. Appreciate you guys waiting, hanging out. Let's talk about the Ibishu Yoru. So, the Ibishu Yoru. I'm not going to leak anything here because, in fact, let me go ahead and make this a little larger, huh? There we go. What you're looking at is the final Ibishu Yoru release version that was submitted to the BeamNG repository a couple days ago. Super exciting. This is our first vehicle mod. Potentially our only vehicle mod. We'll see what time does to this and to us. But this was that contender against the Sunburst, right? This was that, hey, wait, the Sunburst doesn't have a straight 4 anymore. Wait, why did it ever have a straight 4? Oh, because it was trying to fit multiple molds, and we went all in on Subaru. So now we need an Evo counterpart. And so it's been a really fun experience. Learned a ton. There's a lot of pain that went with it. I'm not going to lie. But with it, there's also a lot of growth. So, you know, I realized today we've been working so hard. We didn't make a special trailer. We didn't go crazy with it. You know, we work on this. I've worked on this for months and months and months. And I always thought, man, that day it goes public release, we're going to have this big party. We're going to have this, you know, these big trailers, this big, huge reveal, blah, blah, blah. And then it's kind of snuck in there. Hey, it's time to go out. And I don't like holding back mods. And so it's kind of like, hey, it's free release. All right, send it on through. And then it's like, wait, it's done. It's over. It's out. And with that, we are also putting it on the Patreon for free while you guys wait. So you don't have to wait for the repo version to go live, because that's going to take some time for them to go through. There might be some changes afterwards. Like I said, the devs go through and comb through these mods to make sure they are working and complete. I will say, though, I don't know if this is true the case, because I see a lot of mods that get released and they have lots of error codes and stuff like that. If you hold your tilde button, here's what the console looks like, right? I'm really proud to report that if you spawn in almost any vehicle, not every single, there's some yellow flags, but there are 0 red flags that spawn. So let's get this sport front wheel drive black, and boom. Okay, so we had some error codes for some tires not related to ours. We're not using Rocktrax tires. Completely clean. We don't have a winch on the Yoru. This is, again, this is referencing a lot of collection items. So that's a sunburst flywheel from some mod that uses sunburst. That's not related. That was before, because look, there's the race tab stuff. So we combed and then came back and combed again. Really excited to see this out. So again, this is going free. Let me hit the button. Free access. RLS Ibishu Yoru public repo release version. Make sure the file's in there. That'd be sad. Shout out. Let me go through the credits real quick too, just so you guys have an idea. In fact, let me go to another screen so I can see it better. I'll go ahead and hit the button though. There we go. Published for free. Whew. Now you guys can avoid those mods, the sketchy Modland stuff. All the Modland mods. That's like, oh yeah, we leaked this thing. Take that. Okay, so let me talk about the credits. So obviously, I had a pretty big part to play with this. Pretty heavy in the beginning, and then a lot of people took over and did their parts. In the end, it's just been 2 months of rework and polish and clean and fix bug and error. Oh, we're paused. Why are we paused? We're always paused when we spawn in. There we go. Shout out to Tristan, who did a lot of JBoom work, which was a huge learning curve for him in the sense that he profited a lot from the things he learned. Helped a lot with career overhaul things and vehicle stuff that we needed to do with that. So he did tons of moving the nodes and the beams and stuff like that. Shout out to Spurster, who Philman just got that. Philman says I upload to Modland. All right, let me finish this. I'll come back to you, Philman. So Spurster with the 3D modeling. So he made the model for all of this, right? The kind of normal version, right? And then let me get an RS version out. Let's do this one. I really like this one on new. We'll get this out of the dirt. Oh, we're having. Oh, we're paused. Oh gosh, that was scary. There we go. And here's the Yoru RS version. I'm gonna walk around. So he modeled both of these, did a fantastic job. Spurster has never made a BeamNG model before. None of us on the team have made a car for BeamNG, and so the whole team did great. The whole team learned a lot and did great. So shout out to Spurster. MTK Kush with the engine sounds. You like those custom engine sounds? That is all. I mean, he is a engine sound audio mastermind. And he not only did that, he did a lot of major fixes. He's made some amazing mods. He never really releases his mods, which is crazy because he showed me some of his catalog. He has some amazing stuff. And he added some additional parts as well, like neon and fun stuff like that. Not everything got implemented, unfortunately, because at the end of the day, it kind of came down to the 9th inning where we were like, hey, we're behind on where we wanted to be. We want to get this out. Let's just cut the unfinished stuff and get it out. So yeah, so super grateful for his help. Appreciate you, VipVap, for allowing us to use your Ibishu Engine Plus model. So if you open up the RS models, you'll notice it has a custom engine, or I should say a more modernized, updated engine. There you go, a nice 4-cylinder transverse. So this is thanks to VipVap guys, or VipVap and his guys who made this model. Joe Junk, our in-house legendary Joe Junk. You like this interior? That's all Joe right there. Doesn't look junk to me, does it? Let's get a first-person view. Look at that. Got some black on peanut butter, which is one of my favorite looks. This one has actually a inverse. These are both black editions, so they're going to be kind of similar in that regard. To give you an idea of how many interiors Joe went through, we kept the original Sunburst interiors because they fit and they look good. It's about 5 interiors. Let me go to the interior section here. There we go. Look at all these interiors. You have to scroll. You guys, some blacks and browns and peanut butter, red, tan, and then some leather versions. That's a sportier interior, and then some more sport interiors. Every config, I think, uses a different interior, and I think we still had some room. Or there's probably some repeats, but you get the idea. Let's get this not invisible. So shout out to you, Joe Junk. He went absolutely crazy on the interiors. Definitely was a last minute like, hey, I learned how to do interiors. You want some? Yeah, I have an idea. What about this? Joe's Lux? That's what I'm talking about, Dark Side. Okay, let's talk about Jordan, who came in clutch because honestly, the Yoru was about to ship without any skins. Again, this was the first mod we made, and we realized UV mapping was a thing, and nobody knew how to do it, and nobody had the time to learn, including myself. And so Jordan came up and made some amazing UV maps. We heard reports that this was some of the best UV maps the livery artists had to work with. They were really impressed with it. And so shout out to you, Jordan. You did fantastic. As well as Ramrod with some amazing skins. Let's maybe look at a few of these. So Ramrod made the skins. He is an amazing skin creator. So we have a couple. Let's pull out this one. This one might look familiar, maybe to a few people. Kind of came from a pretty popular movie back in around 2000. That's how old this was. So some amazing skin work. Maybe let's just pull a lot of these out. Let's get one of the ones I was even more excited for. Tokyo Drift, anybody? Does it look kind of familiar? The drift config that I love drifting with. I made these true to their movie specs, their movie counterpart specs per se. I'm gonna back this guy up. So I was kind of shocked with how much horsepower these cars apparently had, but they did have this much horsepower. While we're looking at this, shout out to you, the Talking Bath. I keep wanting to call you the Talking Tire Bath or the Tire Bath. Like, he makes the best wheel and tire packages. He allowed us to use this and the rims on our Tokyo Drift car straight from his mod onto our config. So these are kind of standalone specifically for these vehicles, and they just complete the look. I think they're fantastic. So shout out to you. Really appreciate it. This wouldn't look the same without these rims. All right, then of course we got Shift Tab. He was there from the beginning. Hey, I have this idea. I think I want to do this thing. We made some amazing thumbnails. Each time we had to do beta releases and stuff, he's taken so many pictures of this car. Put it back up here. There we go. And then, of course, BeamNG. You know, if they hadn't remastered the Sunburst, we would not have this car. We wouldn't have thought to have this car. And then there were also some notable community members that helped out. So going through the list here, we had McGrory, who made his McGrory's RLS FDRP drift tune. So this is I guess a pro drift tune that is compatible for the FDRP rules, at least when it was made. And so if you want to join FDRP and you want to drive a Yoru, there's a car waiting for you tuned by McGrory, as well as his GT250 class car that you saw in the thumbnail. A really fun car that is made for the GT250 class that we run for our multiplayer events. And then we have Denny, our resident professional GT3 driver, coming in and tuning his own config for the Yoru. This is the 2.0 Race GT all-wheel drive. Honestly, you know, I should have renamed that. I should have called that Denny's or something like that. I apologize. I should have had your name in the title because that's how notable it was. I do have the description for you. Developed in collaboration with the infamous GT3 driver Denny and the 2-liter all-wheel drive race spec. You can read on if you want. So it's I'll be honest, the car drives so different that like it just, when you turn, it turns instantly. It blew my mind when I drove it. Of course, we have Spurster's own special config of the car. Cool to see. And then let's see, we got Salmon. So Salmon won the Yoru challenge where we had beta members kind of choose come up with configs and submit them. We did a little video on it. Salmon's Premium Taxi won, in my opinion, because it was just so different. And it's so lore friendly with the career mode. So I thought it was a great addition. And then lastly, Hatrix, who was there to help with sound originally, but also especially help with just knowledge about Evos and suggestions and kind of nitpicking it apart and saying, that doesn't sound good, that does sound good. So that was really impactful and really helpful. And of course, if I missed anybody, please let me know so I can put you in the credits, because this was a huge project and it was, like I said, it was fun to work on. But more than that, it was a lot of growth. We learned a lot. So going back through the comments, Philman, I uploaded Modland. That cracked me up. Congratulations, Modland, on your... Modland. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, filming on your last video. I think last I looked, it was at 96,000 views. That's awesome. If you guys don't know, filming worked on a tire mod that I had the opportunity to get my hands on a little bit, and it is something special. It's a lot of fun. If I had all the time in the world, I would try to make dedicated tires based off that. It was so good. So congratulations, filming. I'm sure you're excited to see that video just blow up. I can't wait for one of my videos to blow up. That would be a fun day. Yeah, let's see. Who else we got? It auto pauses every time you go into the menu. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I don't like it. I hope it's a bug and not intentional, but time will tell. Pause due to simulation stability. No, that's what I think though. Every time, Justin. Can't wait to use it after the stream. It looks very nice. Yeah, I mean it's out now. You can go to Patreon now, start downloading. Let's see. Yeah, so that is 4 public releases of mods so far. Man, what a day. Bell says, was just doing NASCAR and Beam. Looks like I got a new pace car. Very cool. Yeah. We did we did an internal test. Some really cool multiplayer stuff that we'll talk about in a future stream where we did NASCAR stuff. It was so fun. Too fast. Yep. I think it's a car. Yep, very true. You nailed it. Bell says Philman's tire mod is super fun. Yeah, and shout out, Philman has a Patreon. If you want to go look at some of his other stuff, check that out. All right, where's the OEM config? Yeah, I'm sorry, OEM. You were a close second. You were my next pick. You were my, kind of a stancy car. That was my next pick. Might end up using it during the stream. Heck yeah. Absolutely. I want to drift a little bit with the config that we have here. Let me try to escape out of here. So one thing that I feel like I didn't do a great job at. Oh, we're paused again. Oh gosh. One thing I didn't do a great job at is the sound has so much tuning variables that I really could have done different sounds for different cars, and I didn't do that. The main reason is that it take a long time, and I didn't have that time, and I'm not that. I'm not picky enough to be that person to do all those sound changes. So I hope to see other people do mods and even configs of this car and do their various sound stuff. Because I mean, if you look at this, in the tuning menu, you will see we have all kinds of afterfire tuning, and these are set to a point, right? They shouldn't be too loud. The goal is for this mod to not show up in multiplayer and someone just have it cranked up and everybody hates that car because of how loud it is, right? We thought that far ahead. This one still is kind of loud, to be honest, but I think this is about as loud as it gets. Oh, we're paused again. Oh my gosh. I hope there's we gotta figure that out. Maybe we can mod that out? I don't know. Turbos all have different sounds. The DRLs there. DRLs are colorable, which I think is a really fun touch. A lot of people might think it's ricey, but you can make whatever you want. This one has the blue neon from the movie. Huh? You gotta do it right. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. Got the Ramrod in this beautiful livery. Before anyone nitpicks, the livery from Tokyo Drift is also mirrored in the movie. You just hardly see it. Yeah, so it looks backwards here. Apparently that's a Japanese thing. The Sunburst drift car has it too. I'll prove it. This is for you, Ramrod. You go to the Sunburst. Where is it? Let's see. Hiroshi starts with an H. There it is. Yeah, I mean you can see it in the thumbnail, but there you go. Look, they mirrored it as well. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "Hey, it's bugged. It's backwards." They're like, "No, it's by design." Oh, makes sense. Go ahead and move this out of the way. I would say the Sunburst does sound good too. But the Evo is just a whole new sound. A little track here. We grind gears. So yeah, big moment, I think we started, I don't know exactly when we started the project, but I think we first announced it in April or May. Finally got it done. Finally came out. Tons of aftermarket parts and configs. We didn't want to be light on that. Oh, there goes second gear. So yeah, that's the Yoru. We sent her off. She's off into the pasture, out to be scrutinized and judged by the devs, and hopefully approved and allowed into the BeamNG repository. And then we're probably gonna just not look at it again until we need to update it if something breaks. It shouldn't. A lot of this is standalone, but the goal is to have her as is, and hopefully the community takes good care of her. It's the best I can say about it. The new aftermarket steering wheels look so good. Good. Glad they didn't break, to be honest. When I first read that, that was my first thought. Like, oh no, the steering wheel's broke. Makes me so sad. So very good. Okay, should we talk about career overhaul? This is kind of a moment. Kind of soaking it in. Yoru. In the books. Out to release. I can't wait to... It's going to be a scary, exciting day when it's on, when I see it on the BeamNG repository. That's when it's really going to be real. I always wanted to make a car, and I thought, how hard could it be? And I started out with a small team, which grew to a giant team, which made me realize it's extremely hard. And I don't think the modding community understands, and I don't think they appreciate the work that goes into some of these vehicle mods. I mean, all mods take some time, right? And some mods are better than others, but it's tough, especially to get to a high quality level. It takes a lot, and the cars, the teams that are making even better cars, oh my gosh, shout out to them, because they are doing some amazing work. Oh, I know, yeah, you're right, Shift Tab, I can breathe now. It feels good. It feels good. You need the ability to make button bindings toggle for a momentary so my turn signal stock will work properly. Squirrel, I got you. It's already in the collection because I thought of you. We go to our collection here. Gift in the quality of life details. Go ahead and get yourself this better bindings mod. It does that exact thing for you. I had to do the same thing because I got a new wheel that I've used like 5 times because I realized, or I forgot that I don't play games anymore. I just work on them. But yeah, I got the stocks as well. And yeah, better bindings is the way to go. This will allow you to do exactly what you're asking to do. It's in the collection. Whew. I've seen Ocelott's redesigned steering wheel pack. I have not. That sounds pretty cool though. Yeah, I never cared about interior until working on this car and choosing steering wheels and stuff. This one has a why can't it? Oh, it's paused. Oh my gosh, got me again. It got me again. You know the worst part is I bet they're gonna change it as soon as I get used to it. This has an Ibishu Sport wheel. Now we tried it. Now let's remember the lore of this car. This was, you know, this was a partnership deal. And so you got to think Ibishu isn't trying to reinvent the wheel. They're going to pull stuff out of their parts bin. They're gonna pull old stuff and put it on because it's cheaper that way. That's kind of the lore for some of the design decisions. But yeah, better bindings doesn't work. What? Like doesn't work as 037 because it was working for me before that. I haven't tested it in like a month though, to be honest with you. Do I put the mod manager folder in the mod folder? Yeah, you put every single mod, keep them zipped, just throw them in the mods folder. You don't have to do anything fancy, no extracting, no putting them anywhere else but the mods folder. Don't put them in the repo folder, put them in the mods folder. Is the RLS Race Tab public release a part of the mod pack on the repo manager? Great question, it is not. And I don't know if it should be or not. I haven't thought too hard about it. At the current moment, it's not though. But when it goes on the repository, I might make that change. Hey, appreciate you, 270. Appreciate your appreciation for the team. It's I've always loved BeamNG for the longest time, and honestly, it just feels good to be able to contribute to it. With all the years I've played it, and just been a consumer of it, and enjoyed other people's mods, and kind of, I wouldn't say I've been a part of the community. I've been a lurker the whole time, right? And finally decided, oh, you know what? Let's get into this. Got a weird shadow going on that hood. I just love this lighting too. Oof. You know what's funny is like I feel like I want to do a photo shoot just for fun. Even though we've done so many photos, I don't want to do a photo shoot. I know ShiftTab doesn't want to do another photo shoot because he's been doing so many pictures. But I don't know. Feels good. Feels like our own private car meet. I love it. Appreciate it, Guilty Gaming. Says thanks to the RLS mods, or thanks RLS. The mods are awesome. Plenty more hours to play Legends. Appreciate it. Yeah, so all these are for free. Shift-Tab, you want to drop the links in the chat? You can put the links in the chat in the description. They're all submitted. They're all free. They're all out there. Not a big deal, but I wanted to let you know that the red Eva from Tokyo Drift doesn't have neons in the movie. The green one from the Too Fast, Too Furious has blue ones. Either way, I love what you guys do. Well, fun fact, this one does have them as well. I didn't realize the Tokyo Drift didn't have them. I'll be honest though, I could have sworn the Tokyo Drift's livery was blue. Hold on, let me fact check you there. Also, I appreciate how respectfully you said that. That's not lost on me. Tokyo Drift Evo. Yep, it surely has no reference to any blue neon. In fact, there's a picture of it with red neon, but it's not from the movie. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I thought they were blue. Anyways, I like the blue. That's going to be my little Easter egg. It's a feature, not a bug. No, it definitely wasn't correct, but maybe we'll update it. Appreciate you letting us know. Yeah, Draven saying the same thing. Ooh, nice try, Shift-Tab. Shoot again. I lurked painting aircraft liveries until I found a pretty rad team to build aircraft with, contributing textures and sound design. Ooh, that's cool. Is it for BeamNG? Because if so, man, we are looking for some aircraft modders. Even more bonus points if you do boats, because we have some really fun things that are in the works, but we're at the point where we need some more mods to support some of the gameplay features we want to add. You know what I mean? So let us know. Appreciate you, Shift-Tab, putting all those links in. Okay, let's go to play career, huh? Let's do some career. I'm gonna quit the game. I always quit the game. Even if I went free roam, I'll go quit and go before I go to career mode. Always like a fresh restart. You never know. Sometimes you don't have to do it. Sometimes you do. Go and switch our thing here. Here we go. Who/where's the best to go to get help with the issues quickest? Been trying to load RLS for the last 45 minutes. Just getting random blue screen, shows minimap but nothing else. The best place would be Discord, in the probably in the what do you call it? Every time we do a beta, we normally do a Discord forum page for it as well. But definitely Discord would be fastest, especially since there's a lot of community that help each other too. And so it might not be one of us answering, but it might be somebody else that has had the same issue and had figured it out. Okay, so got that. All right, play some career. So we're gonna jump into our hardcore mode that we were playing earlier. I think that's gonna be the best to show off some stuff. However, it might be broken because, you know, I was working on some things and then I loaded it because I thought some things worked and it didn't, and so we may need to restart. We'll see. Love this community. Appreciate it, John. Hey, first Lua error. Let's go. Something with the sleep.lua. Again, this save might be broken. Tristan, don't fire up the Lua engines yet. Just hold on. This could be a me thing. Corey says I want to drive the Yoru again. Yeah, I always like, you know, I see it, I'm always like, oh, you know what? Let me just hear it. I just want to hear the car. No, you dabble with BeamNG for fun, but it's a whole different environment than flight sim. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, man, I can't imagine what modding for flight sim must be like, because air physics stuff. Oof, got some real good air physics there. Yes, definitely delete any old versions of these mods that you have. If you have an old Yoru, delete it. I'd probably even clean cache and then enable the new one. There's been so much changes. Okay, we loaded in, no problem. We're gonna ignore that Lua error. That could have been this this save only. So let's talk about it. What's going on. Where is your RLS Crew Overhaul? What's going on with it? So it is going into, technically its first beta for the 037 release. Now to us, it feels like it's been weeks. However, it's only been 4 days. So we're really proud of it. We got to stop and remember, hey, it's been 4 days and we got a pretty stable beta going. We did do 3 alphas throughout the week. So we're kind of right on track with BeamNG's hotfixes in the sense that we're on 37.4. This is our first beta, but it's kind of our 4th release this week on for the career overhaul. I'm going to go ahead and hit publish on that. This is still in bronze beta, so if you're bronze, silver, or gold Patreon members, you can have access to this. I'm going to hit going ahead and hitting the button. Oh man, we're falling apart. We're getting tired. Might have to do some squats soon. Okay, do we have our car? I don't think we're gonna have our car. Yeah, we don't have our car. Okay, we broke our hardcore save. That's my fault. I was deving on it. We gotta create a new save, I think. Or play an old one? I don't know. Let's go ahead and quit and restart, just in case. Let me go ahead and reset this. Go ahead and launch, always Vulcan. Insert Terminator theme song. Kudos on the turnaround time. I can't wait to play. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. It never feels fast enough. I know people really want to play this, and we really want people to play it as well. We enjoy it, and we want others to enjoy it. I'm going to create a new save here. Let's just create a new regular one. We're just going to... yeah. Did we do a new hardcore? Let's see, we made... I'm trying to think back. I think we had... Let's go hardcore. And then let's cheat. Does that sound fair? We're going to go hardcore and then we're going to cheat. We're just going to go back to what we had. So here we go. Hardcore... 2, I guess. Oh, because I do want to play hardcore. I really enjoy it. Especially... Oh, I really enjoy live streaming it. But I don't want to redo all, like, to show you fun stuff, to really have fun with it. I want to own a garage. So we're going to cheat in 65 grand. That's what we had last time. We had more than that. We had 65 grand in a truck and we were ready to go drag racing. So we were getting what we are owed, in my opinion. Everyone wants hardcore. Nice. Shira says no cheat. No, we're just gonna give us some money. It's just 60 grand. 60 grand, that's it. We lost our police levels that we had. We lost our bank reputation. We lost our money in our car. I think we only had 1 truck. It just says no cheating. Well, I mean, no cheating. I mean, unless I will do no cheating if you guys really want me not to cheat. If you don't want to just jump into a house and a car, we can do no cheats if you want. Wow, everyone's saying no cheating. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. But let's talk about it. So it's going into beta. It's in a pretty stable spot. Now, I think... how do I put this? Hey, we got the blue buck that we got last time, too. That's kind of funny. Okay, we won't cheat. Fine. Whatever. Cheatless says stealing some retirement funds from Salmon. So... how y'all use your money and your resources is up to you. But I think it's very important. I mean, everyone's money is important to them, right? And so out of kind of transparency, I'm going to tell you where we're at and what the plan is, but understand the plans might change. Because I don't want you guys to have the... how do I say this? I guess the FOMO, I guess. I don't want you guys to think like, okay, any second now, I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I don't want to buy it, and then the next day it comes out, then I didn't need bronze kind of thing. I didn't need to buy the Patreon. Oh, this is an absolute dog. So the plan is this is going into beta today. If there is a massive issue today or tomorrow, we'll probably release a quick hotfix on it, but I think we're going to let this beta ride out, see how it does, collect feedback. There might be some more bugs along the way, but depending on what those bugs are like, we'll probably have to do another beta. But we are hoping to get this public release for free on Wednesday. We're not going to wait till Friday if we don't have to. However, because normally we do our Friday launches, right? However, in the event that we feel like, you know what, this isn't shippable, this is rushing things, we need the extra days to get this right, we're gonna get it right. So that's the game plan. I don't know if it's gonna be a Wednesday or a Friday release, but we are shooting for Wednesday. In worst case, it should be Friday, but again, anything can happen, right? Turn up my game volume. Oh, the game volume. It's just a quiet car. Listen. Just really quiet. It's turned up as max as it kind of has always been. So yeah, so that's the plan. I just want to be transparent. That way you guys can make the most informed purchase decision of your choice. Keep in mind too, if you subscribe to the Patreon to get early access to this stuff, it's still a beta. There's still gonna be issues. I'd probably back up your saves. Hopefully you already have, because you know, just 37 changes alone can break saves, right? So you know, understand there's a big risk. There's still a risk in the Patreon for not having saves work and losing stuff. It's not these betas are not, hey, everything's working right. It's, hey, we have something we think can work. Let us know what other issues kind of come up. And so yeah, I think that's mostly what I want to talk about. Also, highly suggest you don't run any mods when you're trying these betas, because you know, that just complicates things. When you say, hey, I have this bug, but I'm also running 250 mods, it's kind of hard to pinpoint it unless you really provide that Lua error or some details on what went wrong, right? And so obviously I'm comfortable running 250 mods because if something goes wrong, I think I can normally fix it. So run mods at your own risk, especially during betas. But yeah, I just you know, I really appreciate everyone that's already subscribed and supported, and whether it's just with a nice comment or with a donation or with subscribing to their Patreon. I just really appreciate it. It allows us to work as hard as we can, as fast as we can run on this mod, and our families appreciate it as well. So, done a lot of soapboxes today. Now I just want to kick back for a little bit and kind of play the game, explore the beta with you guys. Oh, before we get too far, hold on. Gotta get that skybox going. I love this thing. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. We're gonna run that one. Oh, so good looking. Ooh. Hey, we crashed. Cool. So you guys can't see this. Actually, I guess I can show it to you real quick. I don't know what this error is. Let me show my desktop real quick. This status heap corruption. I don't know what that is, but I tend to get it kind of often, and I don't think that from what I've heard, it's not really a career mode error or issue, but maybe a game issue. I've not seen a lot of people have that, so I don't know. That does make me want to run my task manager, because apparently it's something to do with memory. And listen, I have 64 gigabytes of DDR5. I don't think I'm having memory issues, but I don't know. It could be anything. It doesn't give you a lot of a lot of information on what went wrong. Hang on, and the hang one is so common. Is it? Okay. Well, there goes the Wednesday launch. I don't know, Mediocre. We'll see. That could be a game issue. Who knows? Are you aware of the bug where when you enter a cargo menu and exit, it breaks? The brakes get stuck. I've tried just pumping the brakes, but did not work. That's annoying. You know, I've had something similar to that happen, but it wasn't with cargo stuff, so I'm not personally aware of it, but Tristan might be already on it. Chiptap says it's a vanilla crash and it's annoying. That is annoying. You got it while recording in vanilla on 037. Been there since pre-release. Wow, okay. Good to know. Okay, so that one wasn't us. That one wasn't us. Don't blame me. I mean, you can blame me. That's fine. It just won't get you very far. Had so many crashes yesterday. Stopped playing. Ah, it's tough. You know, I was recording once too, and yeah, I crashed at the same intersection 3 times, and so I stopped. I got off the game. I hate that's a terrible feeling. All right. So let's do this again. Get the loaner vehicle. We didn't lose a lot of ground. We didn't lose any money. Would being in Hiroshi before updating the mods cause an error? Yeah. Oh, that's another thing we should talk about. There is a known bug that we are still working on. That is, it's actually looking like it's going to be quite the rework. And that is map travel. So map travel is, you can travel once, but you can't travel again unless you reload the game. So keep that in mind in this beta as well. Again, we're still shooting for Wednesday, but I don't know. We'll see. Go ahead and change our skybox. And you know what? When we change our skybox, we're not going down that road again. That is the same intersection I always crash on. We're making a U-turn. Oh, that was close. I didn't see the roamer. Okay, one last thing about the career overhaul beta. Something that we're really excited for, and we hope it works out. But we are... Okay, we got a Burnside Windsor running from us. We got to be on the lookout for that. We are in the process of making the RLS Career Overhaul BeamNG repository compatible. We want to get it on the BeamNG repo. It used to not be. We used to never think it would be. It was never on our list, our bucket list of things to do. However, Tristan and I have been both uploading mods to the repo. We really like using the BeamNG repository. He's turning left, so maybe they're up here still. So this is the first release that is pretty close, if not all the way there, for being BeamNG repo ready. So we're really excited for that. It'll just make some people's access to it a lot easier. And the hardest part, the double-edged sword of that, is because they're not close to the community, right? They didn't find the mod. They might think, well, why doesn't this work this well? Or why are there still bugs? But you know what? I think it's going to be worth it. What can I do to get my game loaded if I wasn't Hiroshi? Well, first back up your save. That way, when everything is fixed, it will work. Second, go ahead and we got Pesma running? Oh, well, there he is. Okay, I can't reverse up the hill. Second, just try? I don't know. And if that doesn't work, there's not much you can do other than wait. You can, like, maybe manually move over your... I don't know. It's all tough. Whoa, super cop there. Hey, we already had him. Oh, you're doing more work than you need. You're gonna free him. Okay, $700. Made some money. So yeah, that's tough if you're in another map. If you have the old version somewhere, you could try to boot up 36 and make the changes there. There is a command or a Lua console terminal thing you can do. I think it's somewhere in the Discord. I think there's a way to change levels there. Looking at Beam's randomly generated plates. Yeah. I don't know why that one's really funny. That was 3 UUC. I mean, is that some different way to say thick? Thruck 169. Lansdale's running. There you are. Stop. Oh man, he hit us hard. Luckily it was dead on, so I think we're gonna be okay. That was really risky. I shouldn't have done that. Wow, what a tank. Bent the hood a little bit. Let's see, do you have the... Okay, Joe's trying to fix someone's stuff. Very nice. My game usually crashes when the police are chasing me. Oh no. That's tough. Justin says, save career, quit game, reload career, and take taxi to garage. That worked for you. Okay. Try that out. Oh, yeah. If you're not on the 36 version of Career Overhaul, you don't have a chance. You're going to have to be on some 37 compatible version. Alright, some BX is running. We got reports. I've been doing so many police chases in my video playthroughs and just other live streams. And you know what's funny? I'm not sick of them. They're so fun. Especially when it's a loaner car. Oh, you're going the wrong way? That's the one. That's our guy. Turn around. Get back into pursuit. So again, we make more money the faster we take him down. Unfortunately, though, this guy is booking it. Oh, he's doing a left-hander. This guy's been running for a bit. We're not going to get a great reward on this. Okay, getting a little aggressive. Oh, whoa! Taking an off-road, unmarked path. This guy really wants to get away. That's going to be the end of your run. Your joyriding days are over. 600 bucks. We'll take it. Utilizing the new path. Very nice. Did not expect that one, officer. Is this on the latest version? Yeah, this is the latest version that was just put into the Patreon, released on Discord a little bit earlier. Thank you, and everyone else has been such a beast. I appreciate it. Well, how many locations in the save is the location stored? Sorry for so many questions. I'm trying to get a feel for code base I run through into bugs. Well, there's 3 autosave folders. That's the. I think that might be what you're asking, and it just you're gonna have to look at the date of the last modified. And that you can work off that one, or you can delete the other 2 and just try to use one. Miss playing the RLS career this past 4 days. I think I'm gonna upgrade to bronze for your Patreon so I can play. Hey, I really appreciate it. And again, keep in mind it's in beta, but also remember, everybody, you know, do what you got to do in life. And what I mean by that is, I guess what I mean by that is don't feel guilty for doing things like subscribing and then unsubscribing after you get your downloads, right? I don't mean like subscribing then refunding and just like getting it for free. That's not really what we're talking about. What I'm talking about is, you know, when you subscribe, if you don't think you want to be subscribed later, go ahead and like kind of cancel it, so that way you're not recharged the next month. We end up seeing a lot of that after beta updates, and people are like, oh, I didn't cancel my subscription in time. You know, we will honor those refunds if that's genuinely what happened. But just remember, you don't have to stay subscribed. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Or wait till Wednesday. I don't know. Or Wednesday or Friday, hopefully. Hopefully Wednesday, maybe Friday. Is the hood on the race tab drift the ground meant to be no texture orange? Not at all. That makes no sense because it's a vanilla hood. So maybe check make sure you don't have another race tab, or make sure you don't have other mods. I don't know. That's strange. That's a vanilla thing. Really want to update to 37, but not willing to break my mods to do it. Hey, I hear you there. Whoa, big rollover. Don't put him back on his wheels. Just let him sit. No, 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 no. Wow, that was quite the crash. You never even went sirens on that. I like doing my chases on the highway. I subscribed and unsubscribed alpha, and now I feel bad because it won't let me download beta. Yeah, I don't know how to help you there. Sorry, alpha didn't work out the way you wanted, but honestly, you know, alpha was alpha for a reason. You know what I mean? That was if you were an absolute addict and you had to scratch the scratch, that one was for you. Like maybe cargo didn't work, right? So you'd have to do something else. But I don't know when it'll let you resubscribe or reorder. But this beta's feeling pretty good. Hate to know that you didn't stick around. Now you can't get back in. Oh no! Okay, that was a reckless move there by the officer. Let's go for an appropriate pit here. Grand Marshal is a little sluggish. Oh, this thing's kind of heavy. Man, we cannot. I wanted to get him down. Oh, he's ramming us. Oh, no. I wanted to try to take him down before this pack of cars. Okay, we got an opening here. There it is. There it is. That's going to do it. All right. Got him under arrest. $1,100. Very nice. Street Custom Euro does error trying to load in and does not drive nor start. I'm just in free mode. Is that normal? Well, it's not normal. Make sure you don't have any other... Try to disable all your other mods. And then, on top of that, if you use betas, clear your cache. Let's see if that does it. Oh. Guess we arrested somebody. Good job, team. I'll probably subscribe for 2 months. Nice. Appreciate it. Good old map travel sign. Map travel is moved to ferry near the port. Check map. Hopefully we don't get any more questions on that. GSP special. Yeah, for real. Yeah, honestly, that's what a lot of these cops are. Maybe we should reskin the vanilla police to GSP. I think it'd make more sense the way they behave, right? Turn into a feature, not a bug. Yeah, definitely clear cache if you're having issues. Okay, so wait, once you pay for a month and cancel, you still get access you got for the full month. Yeah, that's exactly correct. I know this because this is how I do a lot due to money reasons. Me RL, no, and Draven, that's exactly my point. Is don't feel bad for that. Do what you got to do. I appreciate all of the people supporting and wanting to support. But if you can only do a month at a time, and you know, that's fine. Just do what you got to do to not get charged again. That's the worst feeling. I just got charged for the 3rd month in a row by Microsoft for some Minecraft thing. I accidentally bought the first time. I wanted the free trial, and then I accidentally bought it. But somehow I accidentally bought 2 months of it, which doesn't make any sense. I didn't know you could stack like that. And then I forgot to cancel it, so, you know, now I've paid 3 times for something I never really used or even wanted. So, that's on me, though. I wasn't paying attention. Do you think RLS could be fun as a co-op multiplayer experience? Oh, I think it'd be phenomenal as a co-op multiplayer experience. It'd be kind of tough to... well, it'd be really hard to make, and it'd be really hard to... make it and make it right, you know what I mean? There'd be a lot of balance that have to be very, you know, thought of and stuff. That would be the holy grail, wouldn't it? Alright. Looks like... oh, new subscriber. Welcome, Gregorov? Javarov? Alright, oh, did we eat a bumper? We ate a bumper. Let's try to lose this bumper as best we can. Hopefully it'll just despawn with whoever's bumper it was. GSP up ahead doing their job. Holy cow. That's a lot of collateral damage. Oh, officer. Oh, gosh. You just stayed. Oh, jeez. Oh, we got commotion back here. We got an H series going ballistic. That's going to be arrestable right there. Book him. Book him. Okay, he's not getting booked. Dang, we lost that pursuit. Come on. What happens? Can't get them all. Found the mod causing the issue with the Legrand hood, the 1980s racing pack on the repo. Oh. First off, great job finding it so quickly. Well done. Are you running? I think this guy's running. Something tells me he was trying to run. We'll have to look into that. Because, you know, I haven't tested the race tab stuff against the collection, so... good job. You know, I think... yeah, let's do some other work. Let's I mean, police work's fun and all, don't get me wrong. But... I want to try... oh, I forgot. I added tow vehicles. You can loan vehicles to do tow stuff with, like flatbeds. You can loan out flatbeds. I haven't finished everything I wanted to do on the whole loaning system. I don't know where the guy went. I don't think he knows where the guy went. So let's go rent a flatbed and maybe start... Are car jockeys going to be valuable at all? I know police really starts to ramp up, but I want to look into doing some car jockeys. I know I meant to make it to where you can loan out repo vehicles effectively. So you want to do repo missions, but you don't have a truck, you can loan one out, was the idea. I don't think I ever implemented it. I figured it'd be one of the more recent mods I added to my game, so might as well. Oh, there you go. Should I wait until the next public release to try and use my old save? You know, that really depends. Depends on what your old save was all about. You know, if your old save was in Utah, I'd probably wait. But if your old save had a ton of cars from mods, that's sketchy. Might not ever get fixed. But I jumped into my old saves and I didn't have any issues. But then again, I knew like my saves were just happened to be in West Coast at the time, and I was okay with losing some vehicles along the way, kind of thing. Hey, have a good one, Shift Tab. Appreciate all your help. We'll see you in comp day tomorrow. Do you think we'll ever see EMS/fire jobs in the future? So we've thought about that, and the biggest problem we have is how do we put the fire out? We need some kind of water system, right? And I don't think there's fire trucks that have water jets and put out fires yet. So there's some, you know, that's one of those core things we would need to implement. But yeah, we could totally do it. We've kind of written out how that could look and work. So maybe one day. Take a sip of something. That was the first time I drank anything for what, 2 hours while chatting. Oof. Like a dying flower needing water. Not to call myself a flower, that's kind of weird. But yeah, so and then EMS, maybe. Grand Marshal, that guy's gone. Yeah, good luck, Bastion. Whoa, buddy. Wait, what was that? What's going on? Okay. I don't know how EMS would work. There are ambulances. We could probably do something like that. You just double checked, and I still have access to my subscription for the month. Yeah, there you go. You are locked in and good for the next month, Orcio. As I'll say, normally, because I have to approve all actual refunds, which does stop access, I believe. It might not. I'm not sure. Stick to police or do laps so you get money faster. Well, you know, I wanted to cheat in money, but nobody was into that. But you're right, that probably would be best. I don't think doing laps is great for me, especially streaming, trying to read. Okay, so we have some loaner vehicles here. We can rent out some of these rollbacks. Now, I'm pretty sure, because my theory was if I make these so that they have the license plate as repo, you could do repo missions. That was the intent. But I'm pretty sure I just grabbed vanilla ones so their license plates don't say repo, and therefore that wouldn't work. So the only thing we could really do with these is car jockeys. But at that point, too, not many car jockeys we can do, and we wouldn't make a lot of money, especially if we're loaning out our vehicle. You'd only get like 150 bucks per vehicle if we use a tow truck. However, if we drive it, we'd make more. Although I do love to see how, like, the Barstow demo, for instance, in the demo pack, we could do that. It's a great looking car. I think we stick to police. Oh, look, the Uru made it too. Huh, maybe I did something right. Who knows? I was sitting here thinking, like, man, that's so cool. He like made his mod so it showed up. I guess a lot of these are mods that showed up. Huh. Look at that. Sometimes I surprise myself. Yeah, let's stick to police. Roamer running. A flower lore? Maybe. There's the roamer. Hard to miss that one. Them do the work. There it is. Good stop. 1,200 bucks. What is our money situation? Okay, we got 9 grand. It's not bad. Gotta unpause. Don't remember this. I might be screwed then because most of my cars are modded. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. Just don't save, you know? And just make that backup. If you make that backup, you can always put that backup back in and do that. What's probably the best method for getting money in right now in the beta? I'd say police, especially for a quick jump start. Because with police, you can, I mean, right now we're playing hardcore, so our rewards are slashed in half. But if you get to, I'm telling you, if you get to those high levels of police, I made it, so you make a lot of money. Like, at some point, I'm sure Tristan's going to say, hey, we got to nerf that, and I'll probably have to agree, because you're going to make so much money. Got Pesma running. I think it was the Pesma that drove by, so there's no way we're catching that thing. So I'd say police is definitely high up there. Taxi's still good. A lot of people still made some good money from taxi. Taxi to me is kind of boring, I'm not going to lie. Like, it is fun making the money when you're in the higher rounds, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do some taxi. You have to have a car you enjoy driving to do taxi, in my opinion. Especially on wheel. On wheel, that'd be a lot of fun. But, yeah, I think we're going to... Maybe we'll do taxi if we get a car we really like. And that would be good for taxi. For whatever reason, I'm missing our old farm truck that we were going to make into a drag truck. That was a lot of fun. Are we getting new free RLC career overhaul for 37? I think you mean the RLS career overhaul 37 update. So yeah, we're in beta right now. This is the beta version that just came out today. And then hopefully next week we will see a free release. Other than that, we've had 4 other free public releases today, along with one of our biggest ones in my opinion. I don't know where this pursuit is taking place. We're not being very good cops. We're not looking very hard. I'm being very distracted. Maybe taxi would be way better. Rev there is very excited. Yep, the Yoru came out. Oh, you're on the phone. Very nice. Here you go. Watch and play RLS beta. I love that. I was just thinking, I miss when I used to just watch streams and watch videos, but I just haven't had time. I need to get back into that. Probably need to cook more as well. Let's see if we have a new cop car. Surely we've leveled up by now. I'm playing the career mode with my sim setup. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Heck yeah. Repo can make like 20k if doing the right dealer cars. Ooh, that's good to know. We need our own personal flatbed for that. Or a car and a trailer. Alright, let's go and see if we have some new cop cars. There might be a police chase starting here soon, I bet. I feel like it's been a while. Alright, we're going to check our... check the dealership here. Not the dealership. There's a police dealership here, too. I bet our Blue Buck is... Nope. I don't know where our Blue Buck is. We'll just park it here. Go and hop on out. Yeah, we got obliterated by our own team. Actually, you know, let's just go ahead and put this back because we know we're not going to run it. Yeah, okay. We got the 3.5 all-wheel drive. We got the upgraded Grand Marshal and the Roamer. What's our facility info? Okay, we're halfway. Okay, we're getting there. Let's get the all-wheel drive automatic here. Now we're in a Bastion, even though it's a slower one. reason I made myself a 2,000 horsepower grunty smoky diesel with sequential for the MD bus taxi ride gets special. Holy cow, that is wild. We got Lensdale running. I have no idea where. That officer's turning around up ahead, so it's not that direction. This officer is turning it around, so it is this direction. Oh, and look at that, we found it. Pull over. Nice job. I don't want. We just got this car. I don't want to wreck this thing. No, no, don't keep going. Oh. I could have stopped it. All right, they spun again. We're gonna pull all the way over because we do not want the AI police to destroy us. Okay, should be it. There we go. Okay, we're making some decent money. I'm scared to go down here because of all the crashing. Alright, let's see. For me, the fastest way to make money is 52-foot flatbed trailer with stacked cargo boxes. Make 100 to 300K per trip, which makes it takes almost 10 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, did you do that in Italy or Career Overhaul? I'd be curious on that. Welcome K5, new subscriber. Because I tuned out the Career Overhaul, like the West Coast stuff. I just don't know if it really, really took effect, I guess, or if it really made a big difference. It should have. Definitely should have, but love to get some feedback on that. Okay, and you're supposed to turn left there, pal. Found what was breaking the Uru. It's your Duramax diesel engine add-on. Great find. Good job. Hey, I applaud you doing the legwork to figure out what was breaking it. That's awesome. Glad you found it. But now you got to choose which one do you want, and you can choose whatever you want. But now you got to choose. I feel like the risk/reward of police chases are good right now. It's so easy to get taken out by other cops. Not to mention the suspect vehicle. Totaling out the vehicle is super easy. Yeah, that's the thing is. There's no buy-in right now, right? We're just jumping in and doing it. But to really excel at this, you got to keep your car clean. And you got to do multiple arrests before putting away your cop car. Because if you don't, there's a reputation hit. You lose reputation with the police system by returning damaged vehicles. It kind of outweighs itself or kind of nets zero after 2 or 3 arrests. But yeah, you definitely want to keep your car clean, stay out on the streets, do the work. And to me, it's just a lot of fun. I don't know what's going on here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wanted everyone to stop, and you decided to go. We're halfway there. Yeah, we're getting there. Someone mentioned adding the color of the car to the police call-out. I can humbly remind you that you like the idea. That's funny. Appreciate the humble reminder. We got a Bastion running? Oh, it's that guy right there. Yeah, so that would be a cool thing, and definitely keep on reminding. We are probably not going to have time to look into it this week, but I do like the idea. Like, in my mind, I can see how it's an easy do, but at the same time, I don't know. You never know with these things. Okay, suspect wiped out there. Oh, no, suspect continuing. Turn right on Beach Boulevard. That's what I'm calling that. Got away. He's right there. Suspect got away, but we never got close enough. Come on, department. What are we doing? Wow. What's the officer doing? Okay. Oh. Well done, suspects. You won that one. Let's see. That being said, you can make bank if you're lucky, persistent, in cop chases. Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. Cop arrested somebody. Good stuff. You all day. There's tons of diesel engines. RLS mod for life. Appreciate it, John. I'm glad it's a mod that really is different too, Because you're right, there's a ton of diesel mods. And I see why people make them, because I almost made my own diesel mod. I was like, oh, I want a diesel that does this. Started making it, realized it's really hard for me to do this, so then I ended up not doing it, and realized, oh, there's also more diesels out there. Wait, you can see your own police car, right? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can still use your own police car. All that stuff's still there. You can still buy from the police station and have a dedicated police car. You can still effectively assign one of your personal cars to be a police car. Cost some money and cost some time with the registration process, but all that's still there. But now you can also just loan out a police car. Great question. W stream, appreciate it, Zesty. It's just, you know, it's kind of weird to think that I stream, right? I tell people, like, people ask, what do I do for work? It's like, well, it's complicated, but part of it is I do YouTube live streaming stuff. And shout out to the streamers, like, their job is to stream. They only do streaming because it is a act and a half to conduct a live stream. I never had intentions, honestly, to ever do YouTube. I just figured, hey, the best way to tell people about the mod is to do YouTube. It started with an instructional video where I was like, I gotta show people how to use the mods, so let me just make a YouTube video because I'm not gonna write it up. I didn't want to read. I don't want to write and read. Making video seemed easier. So then I got the software and recorded, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let me like do a recording of me playing the game so people can see like how it plays. And then one thing snowballed to another. And here we are. So we got a modern Pessima running. Got some really aggressive GSP on the case. We're just gonna hang back. Maybe block the road. Very nice. 70% loaner cut. Man, so you know what? That's a good point. They're taking away 70% of our earnings. Wait, is that how that works? Let me think. Yeah, so effectively, we could be making a lot more money. Maybe we buy our own police car. I do know there is a special police insurance. I don't remember exactly what all it does, but it could help. Yeah, Corey, we're still live. We're gonna go for probably another maybe 45 minutes, 30 minutes or so. I'm not really sure. We'll see. I'm about to do some squats here. About to take a 5-minute break and do some squats. I'll wake up a little bit, have a little snack, which I'll call dinner. And then we'll see how I feel and see how much further we go. We got a roamer running from us. I guess it went this way. I kind of want to sit at this intersection. That roamer is probably going to turn right and circle back. There it is. There it is. Big brain move. Nice. Not that we really needed to be there for that. Alright, there we go. Let's head back towards the city, I guess. Can highly recommend the B series off-road truck for police duties. Whoa. That would be surprising to use. I guess that would work pretty well, wouldn't it? That is a stout semi-truck. Are there any new things coming to the Silver and Gold Patreon members? Deers. Ooh, almost rear-ended that car. As of today, no. We were working on just getting a lot of these releases out that we wanted to get out for a while. I need to think about, you know, and I don't know. There are some plans. There's some projects starting to kick off, or getting ready to kick off, I should say, that will probably see Patreon here in Gold and Silver in the next couple months, or in the next month, really. But today it's all about the bronze and free. Yep, Italy West Coast prices are somewhat good, but you don't get a lot of parcels. Maybe enough for a small trailer, not the 52 stacked flatbed. Got it. Got it. Thank you for the feedback. Gavro Vertex NA would be dope mod to add to the mod manager. So I have some problems. I have some gripes with that. I think it's a great car, and I really like what they did with it. Grand Marshal's running. I think it's that black one that just passed. So my issues with it is I don't like how often it shows up in dealerships. It really changes the whole dealership market because there's so many configs of it. There's a lot of tunability with it, which can be good, but also can make it kind of cheaty. And we used to use the collection also for multiplayer, so that was another reason why I had big issues. It does have some drag coefficient issue that also mainly affected multiplayer. And then I think finally it was just, yeah, I think it was causing some people some lag issues or something. All in all, it's not my favorite mod. To me, it's not my favorite mod, not because it's not a good quality mod. I think it's one of the highest quality mods. It's kind of like why the CCF isn't in the mod pack. It is probably one of the best mods. However, I don't know why I instinctively wanted to pit this car. However, it's just they're just really chunky mods, you know? They take a lot of resource for what they provide, and at the end of the day, the collection is my personal opinion, but that doesn't mean you can't make your own collection. Remember, you know, if you assuming you're using the latest collection, you also have the repo mod manager where you can hit create collection, add whatever mods you want to it, and also use that as an enable or disable depending on if you're playing career mode or playing free roam, or if you're playing different career modes. You know, maybe you're doing a trucks only career mode, so you really only need truck mods, so you dedicate a collection to that. And multiple mods can be in multiple different collection packs. You can mix and match. You can have them in multiple spots. It's not a you don't have to really make concessions when choosing. So yeah, ultimately the collection is just kind of like my flavor, and that was my thought on why I chose those. Still highly respect those mods, especially after making the Yoru. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. We got Grand Marshal running from us, probably up ahead. Not seeing. Okay, you're seeing other lights. I don't know why. Oh, there they is. There he is, or it is. Whatever. Guy is moving. End this quick. I got a lot of chat to read. Ooh, officer! Oh, don't ruin my alignment. This is a fresh car. Sarge is gonna get so upset at us. 1,500 bucks. Nice. Did the music just stop? Ah, it did. Hold on. Go ahead and get some new music going. So you know it's a nice long after-hour stream and we're on playlist number 3. We're gonna go with I'm gonna go with do this one. I haven't listened to this in forever. All right. So let's see. Able to rack up 2 million from just doing police stuff for like an hour straight on the 36 True Overhaul. Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot. Police insurance was a lifesaver with my Ford Explorer. Nice. Done with work now. I can actually watch. Heck yeah. Welcome, Ramrod. Got an 800 series running from us somewhere. Not sure where that was. We're just gonna... Oh, we do have alignment issues. It's not terrible. We'll be alright. We want more police cars like Marshall or D series. That would be cool. Some more custom police cars added for the loaner system. Yeah, it takes more time than I expected, to be honest. But we might have to work in. We need to find some good skins and some good partners that allow us to use their skins in the mod. That'd be pretty fun. Yoru needs the 300A config. Is that like the 300? So here's the thing. I made the Yoru rally configs based off what I thought the class rules were and should be. And so they probably don't fit perfectly with the RLS stuff. They'll need to be modified a bit. But the power to weight ratio is pretty much there. Actually, I don't want to go that way. Go back on the highway. You think we will get crypto payment for beta access? No. Not anytime soon, at least. I don't know how to deal with that stuff. I don't want to deal with that stuff. That's another thing I'd have to manage. That makes perfect sense. I appreciate the explanation. And the CCF is gone. I love that car. Listen, my car is a BRZ in real life. What are we chasing? I don't know what we're chasing. So I love the CCF, but I just don't get good performance with it. And I have a pretty good rig, so it's not... If it's a mod that I don't run, then I don't put it in the collection. If that makes sense. Or if it's not a mod I'd be interested in. The maker of the Vertex is working on an awesome Saline S7 mod. Can't wait to see it done and save up for winning career. Now that would be cool. You know that would be in for at least a little bit. Can't wait to see that. Is version 37 of RLS out for the public yet? No, this is in beta. This is its first beta. This is day 4 of 037, now in beta for the first time. We did 3 alphas already. We're working as fast as we can to get this out and free again. But there are still bugs to be found. We've been trying to follow, but not sure. Hey, appreciate it. Okay, that Bastion's running. Bastion was moving. Okay, that Bastion's no longer moving. Big wipeout. Alright, that's going to be an arrest there. Okay, good stuff. And collect that money. How much money do we have? Okay, we have 19 grand. If we take out a loan, we can buy our first property. We can buy, well, we can't really buy a car. We'd be out of money at that point. So let's save up a little bit more. Yeah, so Mediocre's kind of close on it. We're planning and hoping and shooting for a Wednesday or Friday release, preferably a Wednesday release. However, if we get more bugs and such, we might have to push till Friday. So just keep in mind, I said Wednesday just so you guys don't think, I'd hate for you to be like on Tuesday night, like, oh, you know what, fine, I'm going to get the beta because I can't wait any longer, and then the next day it drops. So that's just so you are informed buyers and you know exactly what the plan is. Thought I knew how to drift in games. It's an expensive hobby in Beam. That's true, right? That is very true. There is a risk reward with drifting, because even myself, like, I'm a pretty good drifter. I'm pretty competent and confident, and so when I drift, you know, I kind of know what I'm doing. But man, you put that car around a pole, and then you gotta go fix it. It is so expensive. Does the game still sell off all your cars after a new update? It shouldn't. Got Grand Marshal running. No, I don't think it does. Is it up there? I'm a very distracted police officer today. I don't think our Grand Marshal's up here. Yeah. Thought I knew how to drift in games. Oh, we already read that. Racer the Legend, he always cooks up more by the day. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of an obsession. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, like when I go to eat something, you know how you watch TV to eat something? I just go to the computer. I think, oh, what do I want to work on? What's something easy to work on? I can do it while eating and not have to be super focused. And it's just an absolute. It's probably past obsession. It's probably now at, or sorry, it's probably past passion. It's probably at obsession now. I'm ready to get our own car, though. Don't turn left. I saw that. My warning lights. The Belfour is 7 mod already has a squad team skin. Easy edition, right? I know you love that mod. You are great at flying that helicopter, Justin. Something we could look into. Does it have cargo boxes? Because I might be sold if it has cargo boxes. I've heard the new update caused some issues with some mods. Was there a lot of issues? If you're talking about the 037 update, yes, there were some issues, as every update does. I don't think it wasn't as bad as others' updates. But there was still a lot of background stuff, especially with crew overhaul, that occurred. We got a Solia taxi running from us. Go ahead and get into pursuit here. Oh, don't pull out in front of the officer. And GSP going after them. Fortunately, taking themselves out. Another GSP unit going with a slide tackle. And we'll go ahead and finish them. Very nice. I'm excited. I don't know when it's going to happen, but you guys already know we're going to look into this whole spike strip thing. I don't know if it's already happening, to be honest. It might, because I know police blockades can happen. It'd be really cool to see spike strips happen. The 300A config that sadly didn't go first, got first because of a slight driver mistake. Oh, you're talking about the one I drove? Yeah. Well, that was an interesting event, wasn't it? Because we had to completely rebuild the car and the configs on the at the tech gates. If you return your loaner, you should be at a new level. I don't think it's based on when you return the loaner. Oh, but you're saying we leveled up maybe? Let's go check it out. I'm so keen on multiplayer RLS career. Yes, that would be cool. There's a lot to figure out there though. Like, how does the gameplay mechanics work? How does it feel? Like, does that mean some person in a public lobby can just wipe you out and bankrupt you? I don't know. There's a lot of safeguards and measures we'd have to take. In fact, let me look at something real quick. I'm wondering what this is. Okay. Just wanted to read something. Alright. These are not 2-lane roads, but we're gonna pretend like they are. Nope, had to mod the cargo in myself and made the frame interesting on loading and unloading. Ah. Trying to get the Super Nat career compatible, the little heli. Oh, that'd be cool. Where's the Yoru download? It should be in the Patreon. Make sure. Yeah, other people are using it. Yeah. Go to the Patreon. Everything's in the Patreon right now. All of the free updates are uploaded to the repo. But Patreon just hasn't. Patreon is just ahead of the devs doing it. Whoa, that Bastion. Hold on. We're about to play some football or something. Got a Bastion and a Lansdale going at it. Okay. Lansdale is taken down. We gotta get this Bastion. No way, Josue. Maybe not? Okay, maybe not. I guess we're gonna let him go on that. He was just skidded. He was just skittish. He was scared. All that work just gets screwed over with late regulations, changes in better tuned cars. The Norte Rally Junker. Oh no, we got good feedback actually. There's actually a huge change in the chassis after that event. Yeah, we learned the Yoru is extremely heavy. And so I went in and made adjustments to lighten it a little bit. It wasn't a loss. We didn't use those configs, and it was kind of a bummer not to be able to use them, but those are the rules. Okay. Let's take this guy back. What do we got now? Okay, we got the 5.7 all-wheel drive. What's our facility info? And we're halfway on it. Okay. So let's see. We got $21,000. We take out the max loan, we'll have $70,000. And we can buy our first property at $65,000 and have $5,000 to buy a car. I think it's still too soon. I think what we do is we get this 5.7 out. Yeah, let's just take this loaner. And we're gonna go to my favorite spot, and we're gonna take a little break. And hop in this. Someone's already running in a Pesma somewhere. Easily leave out of here. Oh, I see the Pesma up there. If the officer wasn't blocking the road, there we go. Alright, Pesma's already wiped out. We're going to stay clear of it because we don't want our new car to get destroyed. Nice. Okay, $2,000 from that. Nice. Yeah, 60% taken away for reputation. But we also had a 45% bonus. So, very cool. If it ain't first, it's probably last. That's funny. Got the CCF and Vertex. Everything else is gone. Just RLS mods. Nice. Hope you enjoy that, John. I assume you used the repo mod manager for that, right? That's way cool. I wish the repo mod manager was. I wish I had been able to use it, you know, years prior when I had tons and tons and tons of mod. I got a Pessima running. It's not good when the officer turns around, because that means... Oh, he's up the hill. Oh, we can't catch that. We're going to try, though. Do it for the department. Try not to catch too much air. We're reeling him in. Oh, that was way too much air. I don't want him to get the whole evade timer, though. Oh, again. GSPing it. Collateral damage. Oh, gosh. Whoa. Pessima's getting kicked around like a tin can. Nice. Okay. I can't believe this car is looking okay. Front end or front suspension might be a little collapsed. I'm sure we got some chassis damage there. All right, so we're gonna go park it up over here. We're gonna take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna try to find a quick bite to eat, do some squats, wake up a little bit. What's this? Everything good? There's some incident there. So let me know, you know, what do you want to see? We got probably another 30 minutes, an hour, depending. We're just gonna park right here. Actually, park right over here. Watch the intersection. Got a Pessima running. Yeah, we're gonna let them chase. We'll be right back. Let me know what you guys want to do and what else you guys had for dinner, because I'm always looking for dinner ideas. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. And I think I need to hit the gym more often or harder because my body is not happy with me. I've been sitting too much. My shoulder hurts. All right, so where were we? Oh yeah, I asked you guys what you guys had for dinner. Looks like nobody's eating because nobody's talking about dinner. That's fine. I had a granola bar. That's just because I'm streaming. I think after this I'm gonna have some chips and cheese dip. I love me some chips and queso. Pesmo's running. I don't know which one. Definitely fond of the idea of having a suspect color. Be nice. Let's go ahead and skip the traffic. There's a pursuit in progress. Oh gosh. Jeez, officer. Let's hit the highway. Just broke down my sim rig for some slight mods and make the 3DOF motion base. I hope Beam is fun on motion as it is in my head. That's awesome. That sounds really fun. I always wanted to try the motion rig, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like with a lot of sim racing gear, it's like most of the fun is in your head before you tried it, and then you get it, and it's like not quite what you thought it was. Maybe it's tuning. I don't know. Oh yeah, Taco Bell. Nice, nice. Forgot. Now I want Taco Bell. Yep, we know what you had. We got you. If I do squads for 5 minutes, you have to put me in the wheelchair for the next 3 days. That's funny. Ooh. Something's going on up here. Nice. That was good. Good payday. Having chicken nuggets. Nice. Chicken nuggets sound good. I might have some tonight. Alright. Should we change the sky again? Let's go with Cloudy 5. Sure. A little different. Different time of day, different clouds. Hit the neighborhoods. Make sure the neighborhoods are safe. Things look pretty quiet. Bastion, oh, his tires are looking white. That's interesting. They're black. We got a Bastion running from us. Must be up ahead. Another officer is up ahead in pursuit. Let's try to get in there. Ooh, that's close. Oh my gosh, there he is. Whoa. Don't move. Jeez, that wrecked our car. Holy cow. Oh man, I didn't see it coming. I saw the officer at the pole, I was looking ahead, and then bam. About a jump scare right there. Alright, let's go ahead and man, can we even drive this back? Yeah, we can. You know what I realized? I don't think we have we don't have anything unlocked. We've never even been to Chinatown Garage. We need to at least drive by it so we can unlock it so we have somewhere to taxi to. What's going on back there? What is happening? Is there a pursuit back here? Are you guys good? Guess no one needs to get arrested. Okay. Like I said, let's go to Chinatown Garage. Let's go unlock it. Got BX running. We're not even gonna take part in that. Our thing's so messed up. Ooh. We got a leaking radiator. We just gotta get home. Don't go, don't go. Oh my gosh. Nice Euro 2.0 RS all-wheel drive for 17K. Wow, I've never owned one in career yet, so looking forward to it. What's the mileage on that, Justine? That must be a high mileage unit. Found him, yeah, for real. Treated us with the crash counter. I got the Euro and I love the hood exit turbos. Yeah, they're a lot of fun, huh? Yep, we are still streaming, Tristan. We're still going. Any Lua errors or all good? We've been all good. We tried to load into an old hardcore save right at the beginning, had a sleep Lua error, which I think could be related to that one save because we haven't seen it again. That guy's running. But no, we've been error free. We've had another crash, but that was a heap exception or heap overflow error, which apparently has been happening to a lot of people in vanilla. Not even career, just in the game, so not too worried about that. But I'm trying to think. I think that's really been the only errors, and they're not us related, so things are looking pretty good. Other than the map travel thing, that's the big one that I know you're already working on. There goes a mirror. Sorry, everybody. This radiator leak must be really small. I am thankful for that. Oh, okay, that's bad. Alright, I just want to discover the garage. That way we know where it is. I think it's 65 grand, right? Yeah, 65 for one vehicle slot. We are sitting at 30 grand. So that's pretty good. We can get a solid... Yeah, was it 80,000? 50 plus 30 is 80? And then after the house, that'd be, I guess, 15,000? Man, it feels like money is slowly coming through the door. But we could look into getting our own police car. We'll start really making some good money. I'm gonna park this, hop on out. I'm gonna return it. 300 plus 300k kilometers. Wow, yeah, that's a worn out Yoru. But it doesn't feel like many horses have escaped. That's good. That's good. Just wait till you see a fresh one. All right, so I'm curious, what kind of police cars are available? Is there even anything under 15? Thinking about it. Let it think, let it cook. There we go. There is a German fire car for 8 grand. That's risky. It might not be available once we purchase our house. And it might not be that good. 54 horsepower? Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, that's fun. The unmarked shows up too. I forgot I made those. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want a big loan payment deal, but we'll have to do what we have to do, right? First car was Joe's Burnside, so anything would feel fast, I guess. For sure, for sure. You know what I would really like is something to do repo missions with, which would need to be some kind of flatbed of some sort. Let's get a new Bastion out. Let's get to work. Keep pushing. We'll go for a little bit longer. I feel like this is like when you're at the workout, when you're doing a workout, you're on like the last few reps and you don't want to keep going. And sometimes you don't keep going, and that's okay. But sometimes you do keep going and you're grateful that you do. You realize you could have made it, so let's keep pushing. In fact, let's turn off traction controls. Yeah, turn all this off. This engine sing a little bit. Alright. Actually, we're gonna go to our favorite spot right here. We got an ETK K series running before we can get set up here. I'm not seeing it, so Hopefully it's getting taken care of. Figured to be coming from the right side, but I see some action way down there. Embrace the suck. There you go. Yeah. The Bastion was scooting. W stream today. Can't wait for the next one already. Hey, appreciate it, John. Next one will be pretty good. I have an idea of what it will be about if we get the work done. And hopefully we do. Left field, but have you guys thought about Yuru cop cars? You know, I really haven't. No. Oh, I mean, it crossed my mind, but it would take a lot of work in the sense that we have to like add the light bar. Which actually that part wouldn't be too bad. That might be just drag and drop from the sunburst, but we have to make a skin, which means that, you know, really got to ask Ramrod if he wants this cop car because he'd be the one making it. But yeah. Hey, anybody else can make a Yoru cop car, you know? Well, soon, when it comes to BeamNG repository. I guess you can still try to do it. Alright, Pessima in pursuit. Oh, he's going down the dock road? No, I don't think so, sir. Nope, don't go anywhere. You can stay right there. Yep. Yep. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. All we did was just pull out right there. That's hilarious. You can go to the docks now. Enjoy your visit. Go catch some fish or some crabs. Whatever's in these oceans. Probably fish. Pizzazz, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. You doubt they have. Oh, with the Euro? Yeah. Hey, appreciate it, John. Ideas fuel these mods. That accident isn't going to clear itself out, so let's go ahead and let's find a new spot to post up. Maybe over here. Now, I've heard of some really good spots to post up. I think we're going to try... maybe one of these side streets? A K-series running. I have no idea where it is. We're going to take this spot right here. Ooh, there goes our side skirt. That might be an issue when we pull out, but... just post up right here. Maybe a little further out, so you can see. He's gonna catch a salmon, yeah. There you go, Street OS. Although, at least we got our hardcore save going again. It's kind of effectively the same one we had, just a little shorter. Let me know, what should be the first thing we do in our hardcore? What are we going to be doing? Are we going to be doing drag racing? Do we want to do off-road racing? What kind of cars should we try to get? You want to see cargo stuff? Cargo would be pretty good money, but we're also pretty invested in this police career, so... let me know what you think. You know what we could do? You know what we could have done? First off, we gotta go after this H-Series. I didn't think about this. We could have just been doing bank deliveries, gotten the $100,000 loan, and then purchase the property, and then have the cars. I mean, we'd have a big loan payment for sure, but maybe we do a little bit of that. Right, $2,000, not bad. I think we do that. Let's go do some bank loans. Let's do one level of that. Get us 100K loan availability. It's right here. Yeah. Okay, so this is this may be a Lua error. I don't know what all that smoke is about. Let's see if we in it we go ahead and do return vehicle. Oh, no Lua error. Well done, Tristan. If you fix that. If you didn't, then still well done. You did great. We do some bank deliveries. We're gonna get some rep up. And then in the next stream, we'll be ready to start our empire, right? So we got 34 grand. Yeah, we'll be good. Let's go ahead and get some parcel deliveries. Just kidding, material deliveries. We want just the actual materials. We'll do cash. Because we're really here for the XP, not really the money. Hop in, and we gotta go pick up our dollars. A small loan of $1 million, yeah. Feels good to be driving something else, to be honest. What cars does the race tabs parts affects the most? Ah, that's tough. Are you familiar with the Dale truck that I make a lot and normally have in a save? You can make that with race tab parts. So to me, that's a big impact. McGrory's right. The fuel injection affects all cars, so that's pretty big. I suggest you just search race tab when you're building your cars, and every race tab part has race tab in the name, so that way you can search for it and know exactly what's there. Wait, is there no phone in the beta? No, there is. You just gotta bind the key. Here it is. Beautiful loan app. Favorite app. I'm struggling to find how to rebind the phone. Yeah, it was kind of weird before. It is working better now, I think. Now, if you saw in my last video, you can kind of cheat this, right? We're working on a fix at some point. If you do just like a little bit at a time, it still rewards you with the same XP. And you can kind of just sit here and keep doing it. And we're not going to do that. We're going to go, stop by stop, but we are going to drop off just little amounts. Kind of the same thing, just we're not sitting in one spot. We'll have to figure out a fix for that. Can we fuel injection on the Yoru? Yes. In fact, there's also some race tab parts that are kind of universal that will fit the Yoru, like, I think, engine sleeves. So making engine stronger, there's some race tab engine sleeves along with the Yoru engine sleeves. Or I guess I should say instead of the Yoru engine sleeves. Gonna drop off some money there. Our engines are sounding kind of weird. Hopefully the audio doesn't start doubling up. What is control for the phone called? I can't find it either. So just search phone. It's called phone in your controls. When you search, it doesn't show up for you. Yeah, so people are having that issue, and I don't know what it is, but if you, options, controls, search, phone, under gameplay, toggle phone. Maybe restart your game? I'm not sure. That's happened before, and I don't remember what the fix was for them. Think of it as unloading individual money bags takes more than one trip. Yeah, sure. I see what you're saying. It's a feature, not a bug. I gotcha. Maybe give a bonus for every location you drop off, like how the laps give a multiplier. Oh, that's a cool thought. That's a cool thought. Go ahead and drop some off here as we lock up the brakes. Get a little closer. Yeah, this engine sound, something's doubled up and wrong. I have to look into that. I don't know if it's on us, though. I feel like it's a D-series issue, to be honest. Whoa, no! I guess I ran the red. Sorry, that's my fault. Alright, you don't have to get mad. Maybe give a bonus for... Oh, yeah, we talked about that. I need to work on my bolide parts after a massive too busy and the amount of RLSRP events. Oh, yeah. I did get that front bumper box working too, by the way. It's honestly one of my favorites. Playing base game career, it's weird not being able to search. Yeah. There's a lot of quality of life features added. Alright. I said I wasn't going to do this, but in the interest of time... in the interest of time of getting arrested. So that's one thing that's cool that I keep forgetting too, is police are going to get upset at you for running red lights and not yielding and such. So that's back, which is awesome. There we go. Failure to stop at intersection and a traffic collision. Fine tripled because I didn't have insurance on the car. $1,800. Ooh. Not making that mistake again. Man, hate so much we lost our music too. Jeez. That's crazy. Okay, well let's just milk this out. This is a stadium, so it takes a lot of bag trips. Yeah, what should we do in our hardcore next time we stream this? Oh, I just unloaded everything. Oh, and we got some UI career level label context issues. That's funny. Okay, well, not there yet, but we're close. Rented car, have no insurance. Yep, that's it. Imagine like a 1% chance every minute that you do this, you've been marked for robbery. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I was out playing for a cop the other day, and I got a 17K fine, never stopping again. That's so funny. Oh, that's really bad though. 17K, jeez. It's canon now. Alright, we gotta go this way. It's a right turn. I can go. Don't arrest me. Figured it out. Had to restart the game and go to console or go to controls from the main menu before launching career. Okay, so that's the trick. Before you launch career, search for the controls. Good to know. Though not gonna lie, Group C inspired Bullide would be seriously cool. Would seriously go hard. Yeah, that'd be cool. Not parcel, material. Do boxes of coins this time. Oh, yes, we gotta go pick it up. I always forget. Swing in here, don't roll it. Alright. I tell you what. It's been a good stream. It's been a long stream. It's been an exciting stream. Lots of releases. Lots of work done throughout the week. This, like Tristan said, him and I were talking, this has been one of our longest weeks we've had in a long time. This is why we try to slow down before releases and update times, because it takes a toll. I think we're going to end the live stream as soon as we drop off all this money. Let me know in the Discord, in the comments, all that fun stuff. You know, what your thoughts are, issues you're having, things like that. Again, appreciate all those that subscribe to Patreon and to help test out these betas. Obviously, it financially helps us, but it also helps the end product as we get more people playing it before we go public with the releases and more people struggling with it. So thank you, I guess, you dedicated audience and dedicated career players. I think together we keep pushing this project forward, and we're really going to see BeamNG take a whole new shape. And who knows what this will look like in a couple years' time. All right, you guys have a good night. Appreciate it, mediocre. Yeah, take care and enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the betas. Enjoy the free releases. Bye for now.